Hello, everybody. Welcome to Echoes in the Wind. We have an amazing. Oh, go ahead, Kim. Sorry.
Kimmy. Make sure to like, share, and follow.
We have an amazing show for you tonight. Amazing woman, Sydney Reyes.
Hey
Woohoo.
guys, what's up? I'll
What's
go
up
say
there?
Hello, beautiful woman.
hi.
Hi.
If you want to introduce yourself,
Sure.
Barbara.
My name is Sydney Reyes. I am a medium, paranormal investigator. I've been investigating since I was 20. I'm 35 now, so like what? I can't do math. 14, maybe 100 years.
yes.
Um, I got into the paranormal when I was 12. When I saw my first shadow person, full body shadow person. That's a crazy story. Um, I saw that and I knew that there had to be more out there than what we all know. So that's kind of what drew me into the paranormal. And lo and behold, come to find out that I come from a long line of curanderas. So it's something in my blood that I can see these things and hear these things and heal people and all the good magic, fun stuff that comes with it. Um, I've been a part of 3 different paranormal teams. I was a founder of one of them, and I am part of the Texas Wraith Hunters with these awesome 2 lovely ladies up here. And I just recently got the honor and the privilege of creating another all women's female team. And we are the Texas Wraith Huntresses. We have a lot. I have a lot of ideas for this team, so I cannot wait to start with that. Um, yeah, it's been a fun and interesting ride, to say the least. Carry the one.
Nice.
Sorry, I read Brian's comment. It's hilarious.
You don't mess.
So, can we talk about the cemetery investigation?
Oh, the cemetery investigation. So Thursday, me, Pete Cardoza, and his daughter Samantha came to a location here in San Marcos, Texas, because that's where I'm from. It's called Crybaby Cemetery. Well, it's San Pedro Cemetery, but we call it Crybaby Cemetery because there's unmarked graves in the cemetery of babies, and sometimes you can actually hear them crying. That's my neighbor. Sorry.
I heard it.
Yeah, he likes to bang on the walls and slam doors. I don't know. He's a weird guy. But
Hmm.
whatever. Um, so we were out at Crybaby Cemetery, and we started getting a lot of things on live. Donna actually saw a Native American person on the headstone. Um, we saw full body apparitions. Kimmy actually saw a woman in a white dress. Um, Donna saw a little child. Um, I got attacked. I say it like it's nothing, right? I'm all laughing at
Right.
it.
Hmm.
I got attacked.
I
You
got
know.
attacked, the usual, no big deal. It's funny because we were actually supposed to have some special guests with us that night. It was going to be the owner, Andrea, of the Triple Six Social here in San Marcos, along with our tarot reading friend Val. And then my niece and her boyfriend were supposed to join us. But for some reason, I guess fate, if you want to call it, they ended up not coming. So Val and Andrea didn't come because they thought we canceled it because it had rained earlier that day. And then my niece and her boyfriend canceled because he started having like a really bad day at work. And she was like, no, we're just going to stay in, kind of, be at home. And I was like, okay, that's fine. No biggie. Um, but yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was. It was really good. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like when you had the SD method on and you was talking to that little girl, you got so much from her. But then go ahead.
It was crazy. It's like, I don't even remember half of that conversation. And so the Estes method, for those who don't know what it is, basically someone gets blindfolded and you put headphones on and it's connected. They're noise canceling headphones
Hey, Anthony.
and it's connected to an SP7 box. So SP7 is a radio that runs through AM FM frequency and it goes really, really fast and it helps the spirits manipulate the device and communicate with you. So I didn't have a blindfold, but I did have my eyes shut the entire time. And what it is like there's two people. So one person puts the headphones on and closes their eyes or blindfolds themselves, and then their partner asks questions, and whoever's wearing the headphones is supposed to just repeat everything they're saying. Hi, Facebook user. I don't know who you are. So I believe Pete started off initially asking questions, and then I guess it was Donna, because like I said, I didn't know what was going on. I had my eyes closed. I had the headphones on. I was in my own little world. Because what helps me draw the spirits in is I call my guides and I open myself and I kind of channel. So I was in another world. I didn't know what was going on until after the fact that they tapped me on the shoulder and they were like, you need to come out. Like, you need to stop doing this.
No. The first one, you did the little girl. Long conversation. And I was asking different questions. She was answering. And then all of a sudden, she said, oh, he's coming. And then you automatically by yourself took the headphones off. And then all of a sudden we were telling you different things. And then before I could say anything, you put the headphones back on. But I wanted to tell you, no, Sydney, it's the father. You put the headphones back on. You got the father. And I was watching you close. I knew, I felt him. Not a nice person. And I could see your mannerisms. I could see the way you kept turning. And then all of a sudden, your face. Like, we did get some questions. He wasn't too happy. And then your face turned, and I said, Pete, get her out. Get her out. And then you did take off your black salt necklace, which you never do. You did for that one. And then when you went to put it on, you couldn't. So Pete went to help you put it on. And it was like burning you, like you couldn't. Like, so he had to do his thing. And I knew it. It was like he was trying to get you. I could see it. Your face when you watched that live, you watched.
Yeah, it was weird. So yeah, I never take my necklace off at all ever since I got it. I got it when I went to the Paranormal Fest. I had just recently split from my other team, and I was just going through a lot of weird funk. This is before I found out I had a tumor. I just had found out I had a tumor. So I was just through like the hospital visits and the MRIs and the scans and all the fun stuff that comes with Timmy. That's what I named him. I named Timmy the tumor. And I went to the Paranormal Fest, and I just felt so much negative energy from those people who I used to associate with. And I was like, I need to find something here, because there's a lot of vendors that go out there. You have mediums, witches, paranormal investigators, to me. You have anyone and everyone who's into the psychic or the metaphysical there. So I said, I need to find something.
Beyond.
It was a Beyond Belief. I think I had it on Texas Wraith Huntresses, and it was on Wraith World Nexus.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was on there as well. So you can go check that out. Hey, Lori. So yeah, I was like, I need to find something that's going to help, keep me grounded and keep me protected. And another paranormal investigator was there, and she had made these. And I was like, you know what? Something's drawing me to it. So I bought it. And so what it is, it's black salt. And for those who don't know, black salt's really good for protection and taking off negative energy and kind of just, keeping everything at bay. So I bought it. And since I bought it, I don't ever take it off. The only time I take it off is when I go to sleep or take a shower. Other than that, it's on 24/7. I wear it to work. I wear it when I go out. I wear it for investigations. Like I wear it all the time. Um, if you watch the live, I said I'm going to be like Papa Ray and I'm not going to wear it. So I took it off and I set it on the headstone behind me. I put on the headphones, start the SS method. And then that's when all this stuff started happening. And then I remember I grabbed it and I said, I need to put it back on. Like something's telling me I have to put it back on. And so when you clasp it, like I couldn't, my fingers wouldn't even move. Like I couldn't even.
Yeah, you were kind of shaking.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Pete's like, do you want me to help you? And I said, yes, please. So then Pete put it on my neck. And when he did, I like got like a burning sensation. And I started to sway. And he was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And he grabbed me. And Pete is an ordained minister. So he knows how to like bless people and, step in when things get too heavy. He got holy water and he put his hands on me and started praying. And in that instant, I wanted to cry. I wanted to, like, I could feel like it wasn't me. And I like started to breathe a little heavier and I started to cry. I wanted to cry, but I stopped myself. And I called my guides in and I was like, y'all need to come out a little stronger because my guides are with me all the time. And like that, it was like everything around me got lighter. Everything was okay. And even Pete, after he did it, he was like, whew, man, like he was like, I could feel it. Something was trying to attach itself to her.
Yes.
And that's not the first time something like that has happened to me. The first time I ever experienced that was at the Old Park Hotel in Ballinger, Texas.
And that doesn't mean somebody's weak or anything like that.
Right.
It happens.
It does. It does happen, especially when you're a medium or someone with abilities and you open yourself up. Because as psychic mediums and as, sensitives or empaths, we want to go to a new location and kind of open ourselves up a little bit so we can feel everything and we can draw in the energy, the stories that need to be told. So when I went to Old Park, I was like, I'm going to do it. Why not? And so for those who don't know about, thank you, Brian. For those who don't know about Old Park Hotel, it's a hotel that is owned by Dan LaFave and his wife. And, a lot of visitors go. It used to be a brothel, I think, at one point. I don't know the whole history about it. But we had got invited by a San Antonio team to go out and investigate. And we thought it was just going to be their team and our team. It ended up being a whole bunch of other people because, like, they were renting out tickets to other people to go. And then there was alcohol involved. People were drinking. Like, it was like every no-no that should not be done on paranormal investigation was happening. Yeah. And so in one of the rooms downstairs, they were donated a table. Well, this table is literally a giant Ouija board.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it has like a giant planchette and everything.
Oh, wow.
One of the teams that went did an actual Ouija board session. And we didn't know that. We had asked them to play with the table, and they said, no, we were just hanging out in here. And we're like, well, do you mind if we take a turn in the room? Because we're getting a lot of activity. They're like, yeah, sure. So then they left and we stayed. And for those who know me, I'm the most sweetest person ever, unless you give me a reason not to be. I started yelling at everybody. I started being real rude to everybody. I was just I was
not you.
Person. Yeah. And one of the members in my group was like, we have to get her out of here. Like, that's not her.
Yeah.
And so they took me out of the whole building entirely. Well, across from the Old Park is like their city park. And there's a gazebo. and we went to go sit under the gazebo, and I was just sitting there, and I looked so mad at everybody and so just upset. And one of the girls that was there, she works through spirit, and so she called in her spirit, and she like literally grabbed me by the arm, pulls me into the middle of like the garden or the area where the park, puts me in a headlock, starts praying over me and doing all kinds of stuff. And in that instant, I started to like throw up, and it was like black, like
Oh, not good.
yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. And as she was doing this, I started laughing at her, and I was like, "What are you doing? Like, you're an idiot. This isn't gonna help." But I don't remember any of that.
Wow.
Mm.
So yeah, it's
So she had to do more because you started laughing. So she had to keep going. Wow. Yeah, they say with that black stuff, that's
Yeah.
real bad.
Mm.
Well, I mean, you got to think about it. We're in this location that's notoriously haunted. You have a planchette, Ouija board table. You have someone who's been drinking, probably doing drugs too. I don't know, playing with the board.
Oh,
It's just crazy.
wow.
Wow.
But yeah, the cemetery here was it was crazy.
Yeah,
After
we
that
saw a lot.
happened, yeah. After that happened, we decided to call it a night. And I was just like, let's just go. Like that was crazy.
Hmm.
And I think the neighbors behind the cemetery had a lot to do with it as well, because they were drinking and fighting and yelling at each other and cursing and doing all kinds of
Hey,
stuff.
Liz.
Yeah, yeah, that didn't help. They were loud. Yeah,
Wow.
because they even came. Actually, it came over the box. The neighbors. It
Mm-hmm.
even came over the
Really?
box. Yep,
Hey, Liz.
I remember that. It came over. It said the neighbors.
Yeah, I had to go
So
back and rewatch that because I was like, because I remember the first time after I took off the headphones, I thought I was still talking.
Oh,
no.
you thought you were
The li-
still in the acid method?
Yeah.
Yeah, the little girl said, like she had it all combobbled. I remember, like she thought she said something like it
Mhm.
is way before. She thought she said it just at that time,
And Pete
and
goes, "We're not talking anymore." I said, "No, dude, I'm still carrying on. I was carrying on a conversation just now." He was like,
no, no. She said,
Wow.
"Uh-oh, he's coming." And then when she said, "Uh-oh, he's coming," you yourself whipped off the headphones.
"See, I don't even remember most of the stuff that
Yeah,
happened."
yeah. And then you
Because
put
you're
them
sitting
right
there,
back
your
on.
face is different, but yet your like your mannerisms, like when you were doing the little girl, for instance, like
Yeah,
you had kind of like that little girl kind of. Even your voice was kind of like
yeah,
mimicking it. It was still your
yeah.
voice, but it was
What?
girlish, if that makes
Yeah, like
sense.
shyish, standoffish, shyish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say too, when you were doing the SD with her, where you guys were set up with the big thing and the doll and all that, on the left, here's the big thing, right? I'm going opposite, but here, the big thing was in the middle. To the left, you were seeing it to the right when you were doing the SD. But to the left of it, I could see her full apparition standing there with her hands to her side, leaning over, long, like her hair was to her shoulder, stringly, like it was like a little wet or something.
Mhm.
It was stringly, dressed to her knees. It looked dark with like flower pattern or something over, but not a small pattern. It was like big.
Mm-hmm.
not real big, but like, nickel size maybe. I seen her standing right there between where you were, that monument, and the next headstone, which was
Wow.
probably like a foot away.
Yeah.
She was standing right in between,
Wow.
and she was just with her hands like this, and she was like over like this, but looking at you guys.
Hmm.
It was crazy because I saw her full apparition. Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. And we even asked when you were under, is your name Sarah? Are you about 8 years old? She was 7. Are you about 8 years old and everything? Like, you answered everything when I was asking.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Okay,
was
so like at the end of the live too, right? After all the information that we got from Donna coming in, people in chat, and then Sydney while she was under the Estes method. And so it's already ended. We're backstage, and I Google. I use People Legacy a lot instead of Find a Grave. It's a little bit easier.
Mhm.
But I didn't find anything under People Legacy, so I went to Find a Grave, and I keyed in just the name Sarah, obviously, because I didn't have the last name.
Yep.
And then I keyed in San Pedro Cemetery because you're able to narrow it down by cemeteries.
Right.
And it gives you a list of everybody in that cemetery. And so I keyed in Sarah to narrow it down, and there's 5 Sarahs that are buried in that cemetery. And all of them are like 70 and above. But there was one little girl. Her name was Sarah Flores. She was 7 years old.
7. I said 8.
Yeah.
She was 7.
And she was actually killed in a car accident, which is, I think, one of y'all said, or something. I'm not sure how the accident
With her dad.
it was mentioned, yeah.
Wow.
And it was with her dad.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But that's
And
what's so
she said
cool.
her dad was holding her there. She said that too.
Wow.
Because I asked her, I said, Sarah, do you need to be moved on? I can move you on, honey. And she said, wow.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, when Pete was talking, she was kind of a little standoffish. I think because he was a man, I'm not sure. So then when I started talking, she said, who are you? And I said, Donna. And then she said, not trying to get everyone upset at me, but letting you know, may go.
By yourself,
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Yeah,
Be careful.
Let us know when you get there and leave.
So she said, wow. Like when Pete was talking to her, she was responding a little bit, but I think standing off is because a man, she's little.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked. And then she said, who are you? And I said, Donna. So Pete answered Donna. She said, Dad. He said, no, Donna. Oh. Like I was the one that saw her.
Mm-hmm.
Then she started getting talkative and saying things. And she did want to move on. But he is holding her there. But you put the headphones on too quick. Like you hurried up and wanted to get right back in and talk to her.
Because that's my job as a paranormal investigator, right? That's what I'm set out to do. I'm set out to help spirits tell their story and
But what I was afraid of was because when she said, uh-oh, here he comes, I knew you were going to get her dad. I felt it. And I was going to try to talk to you before you put the headphones on. Is there a way we can try to separate to try
Separate
to
them.
move her on? I don't know. You're better with that than me as far as that goes. To try to get her away from him to move her on. I didn't know because he was right there
Yeah, he
and
was
she's
upset.
scared.
Mm-hmm.
As far
She
as
was very scared.
crossing over, I don't think there's a way I could like separate the dad and the little girl to move her over. But I think if I like envision the white tunnel and then ask her guides to come through and all her like loved ones who passed that really love her to come through, they'd be able to help move
Yeah,
her on.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I
yeah.
don't think there's any way I'd be able to separate them.
So maybe if we ever go back, we can try to do that in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because for a little, like a few minutes, he wasn't there,
Right.
and then all of a sudden she said, "Uh-oh, here he comes." And
Mm-hmm.
then you personally, on your own, whip them right off,
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
all by yourself. And then you hurried up and put them on before I could say anything.
Sorry.
She's like, screw y'all, I ain't
But
listening.
Put in a
no,
back on.
I was just so afraid because she said, "Uh-oh, here he comes." You were going to get him. And
And
you
I did. Yep,
Yeah,
that I did.
I was afraid because she backed right up. And you whipped them off. That's how I knew she backed up. You whipped them right off.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't remember it. That's the crazy part. You watch the replay. Please
Mm-hmm.
watch the replay.
How did
'Cause
you
it's
feel
awesome.
during it though? Like I know, like when you do
Yeah,
this, it's obviously you don't remember when you come out, but what was your feeling during the whole thing?
the first time. The first time.
So when I was talking to her, I didn't really feel much. It felt kind of like calm and like peaceful. Like if I was carrying on a conversation with my son,
Yeah,
it's like
Right.
nothing.
yeah.
But when I
That's
got
what it
the
was like.
dad, my
Hmm.
breathing started getting a little heavy. I started to like feel like everything around me was starting to close in. It got colder. It got really, really, really cold.
Yep.
Y'all saw I went like this to show y'all my hands, and they were all
Yeah.
red.
They were bright
Yeah.
red.
It was
Yep.
that was something.
Yeah.
No, thank you,
Yeah.
Liz.
Aw.
That as a paranormal investigator, that makes me happy knowing that you enjoyed the investigation. Because, like I said,
Yeah.
that's my job as an investigator, right? It's to one educate others on life after death, let you know that there is life after
Hmm.
death. Two, to teach you guys how to connect if you are gifted and you want to connect.
Yep.
And three, to share stories for people who don't have a voice for themselves anymore.
To get their stories out.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
talking about investigators, and we won't go too far into yesterday, whatever yesterday is yesterday, but you put out a post about looking for investigators. So when you're setting out, like what kind of people are you looking for? Like what do you want to find in a person, or what don't you want to find in an investigator?
So
Yeah.
I'm pretty much open when it comes to having investigators on my team. I like the skeptics because skeptics are fun to prove wrong. And when they see their
Yeah.
first shadow apparition or they see their first, device go off, and you see their face light up and they're all excited. Like I love that, right?
Right.
Mediums, I love mediums. I myself am a medium. So if I see something and someone else validates it, I'm like, dude, see, I knew it. Like, boom. Like I get like that with Donna. Like I'll say something and Donna's like right off the bat, she'll pick it up. And I'm
Right.
like, dude, that's amazing because it not only helps validate myself.
We go
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want someone who is going to understand that, yeah, I do want us all to see each other as equals, and I do want us to, not feel like anyone's higher than the other one. But at the end of the day, like, it's my team. So if I ask you to
Right.
do something, please just know I'm
Yeah, the
telling
leaders.
you. I'm telling you in a good judgment.
Yeah.
If I don't go over there, it's because I sense something over there and I know what's over there and I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah.
If, I feel like it's cool, it's calm, go for it. Have fun. Tell me what you
Yeah.
find so I can go check it
Right.
out.
Yeah.
Right.
Respect is one of the main big things for me. If you have a problem, come and talk to me about it. We'll talk about it. We will. It'll be between us. Like, it won't be me, you, and the whole world.
Right.
I will take you if you have abilities. If you don't have abilities, if you have paranormal equipment, if you don't have paranormal equipment. To me, it's all about A, respect. B, you take these things serious, because spirits are not something to be played around with.
They're people.
Yeah, they were people one point. So the way I like to see it is, us as living, we want to be treated with respect. Just because you die doesn't mean you don't get that same respect.
Right.
So yeah, like, show respect not only to me but to the loved ones. Don't think about it as a game. Yeah, we can have fun while we investigate. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But there's
Yeah.
going to be times when we need to be serious and we need to get
Yeah.
this job done. We need to figure out what's going on. We need to get the validations that we're out there to get. Like, so
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
mean, I'm not asking for a lot.
No.
Right. No, I mean,
I mean, actually, it's common sense. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're alive. We want respect. They're dead. They want respect.
Right.
And you give them respect, they're going to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
You go in there like that, they're going to talk to you.
Yep. If you
But
provoke
if you
them,
go in there and provoke, woo, not
you're
going
gonna
to
get
be
more.
nice.
You're gonna get a lot more than what you bargained for. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of, like, scary podcasts or, like, scary movies or whatever the case may be, you hear them say, "Be careful what you wish for," because if you're not careful, and you go in there looking for something, but you go in there with bad intent or with bad intuition, you're gonna get something all right, and it ain't gonna be pretty.
right.
It will
Yeah.
not be pretty.
Yep. They latch on to certain people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be careful.
And, like, if I tell you something, like, don't just take it with a grain of sand. Like, I've been doing this for a really long. I'm not saying I'm an expert, because there's no such thing as an expert in the paranormal field.
No,
I don't care
not at
how
all.
long you've been doing it. I
Yeah.
don't care who you're friends with. I don't care what places you've investigated. There is no such thing as a paranormal expert.
Everybody's still learning.
And for that one person who says they are a paranormal expert, they're full of BS. Because that's why we're called paranormal investigators, because we're going out
Yeah.
to investigate these things. We want to find out what's there. So
Mhm.
I might not know everything. I'm not saying I know everything, but when I do tell you something, it's because I've gone through it and I know what I'm
Right.
talking about.
Especially certain places and stuff like that. It's for their
Mhm.
own good. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because at the end of it, that's all you have is is what you've done. If you're known to cause issues and you're known for taking evidence, then you're gonna have a hard time. Period.
Yep.
In the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
And what your people do underneath you reflects on you too.
Exactly.
So
That's
And
why
it's not like you're not trying to tell them what to do. You're trying to teach.
right.
You're the teacher.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I told, because I already have some girls in mind that I want to interview and potentially become Wraith Huntresses along with you guys. The first thing I told them was, whatever I do, part of the say is Anthony's say as well, because
right.
he is the founder of Texas Wraith Hunters. Ace is the co-founder of Texas Wraith Hunters. I got the privilege of making the first all-woman female Texas Wraith Huntresses team. So they kind of had a say in it. So if you don't get along with me, I'm not even going to introduce you to them because obviously they don't need that drama if you're bringing it to me. Now, if we match pretty great, then hey, meet the other guys, meet the team because we're going to be collaborating with them. We're their sister team. So when they need a woman's perspective on an investigation, they're going to come to us and we're going to go out, we're going to collaborate with them.
Right.
Yeah.
If me and you don't get along, you can forget it. It ain't going to happen. It's just not.
Yeah.
Hmm. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yep.
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 Now, don't you get more in smaller numbers than bigger numbers?
Yes.
Yeah.
The bigger the group, the harder it is for spirits to come forward because they think that they're probably thinking these are a bunch of weirdos just trying to figure out what we're doing. Also, I just feel like a smaller group, we would, with our own different abilities and our own different, tools, we can get different things. And we don't have to really. I mean, yeah, it might take us longer to cover like the grounds of a place or an investigation, but sometimes when you're by yourself, you pick up a lot of things. So I feel like a smaller group, we'd pick up a lot of things too.
Yeah.
And there's less drama. That's one thing I learned from my last team. So much less drama when there's not that many girls involved.
How many girls were on that team?
So the last team I was on, it originally started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of us.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
And then, oh my God, it was crazy. And then it ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us. And then one of them was hardly ever there. One of them was brand new. And then it was just me and the other two.
Wow.
And then, of course, I said I was going to step away because I started having a lot more migraines. I started feeling sick. And I was like, something's not right with me. I need to take a step back. I need to take care of myself first. And they took that response as something else. So I was like, whatever. I left. And I wasn't going to investigate no more. I was like, I'm done with the paranormal. There's no such thing as para-unity. Like,
oh, that was the last team.
It's not even, yeah. I was like, it's not even fun anymore. Like, there's a bunch of he said, she said, like coming out of my own team too. Like, I don't want to do it no more. It's not fun. It's
like a little click
Yeah.
here and there in the team. That's not cool.
So I was going to stop investigating altogether. And then Anthony came up to me and Anthony was like, we were just kind of talking, just as, here and there. And then he was like, hey, how would you feel about being on the team? Y'all guys I was actually interviewing with you guys. I had just came back from having my surgery. And then that's when Anthony had asked me in the comments if I wanted to be a Wraith Hunter. And I was like, what? Is this an invitation? And here I am now. Blessed and honored to be able to lead the all-women's team. So
we're honored too.
Stop.
I like working with you.
No.
I think we alike.
We are a lot alike. Very different.
Yeah. A lot alike, but they're very different. Yeah.
And then me and Kimmy, I could joke off around with Kimmy all day long. Kimmy will say something, and then I think it's funny, and then we'll just say something. Like right before we came on, we were backstage, and Donna said, "What did she say?" She said, "Was it butt?" Or what did she say? That we started laughing, and I said it again.
About my butt?
Was it butt?
I think it was.
You said Donna got butt.
Kimmy said something, or Donna said something, and I said, haha, she said butt. I think it was butt.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
That's when Kimmy
laughing our butts off. It was hilarious.
I think it was when Kimmy when I was showing you that, and Kimmy said, Donna got butt or something like that.
It's something. Yeah,
I don't remember.
But Donna's got cake. That's what
Donna
Brian
got
said.
cake.
But I mean,
Oh my
not
gosh.
only do we get along as like really good friends, and this when we do lives, we tend to bring Dawn and Kimmy on via StreamYard like we are now, and it's cool that like I'll see something, and Donna will validate what I say, or like Kimmy will feel something, and in that instant, me and Donna are feeling it, and it's cool how we all balance each other out. Donna's a really really good psychic medium, clairvoyant. Kimmy, she is very gifted. She just doesn't want to believe it, I guess. Or I don't know
Well,
what her thing is.
I don't
I'll tell
know.
you
Like I don't know.
what.
I've asked over and over again.
Hold on.
I'm
Hold
learning. I'm
on.
learning. I'm learning.
Hold on. Kimmy was eating this supper tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, all these people keep asking me for readings. Not you guys, you know, like I'm getting others. Because they seen that I gave you such a good reading and what you guys said and Kimmy. So now I'm getting hit up, which I don't mind. I don't mind. So I'm not saying that to anybody. I don't mind. Well, yeah. So I said to Kimmy, I said, I'm getting hit up by all these people wanting readings. I want a reading. You know, I don't have nobody to give me a reading. So Kimmy looked at me. I said, Kimmy, I want a reading. So Kimmy looked at me. I said, yeah, I want a reading. I said, you can do it. She said, I don't know how. I said, yeah. She said, so what do I do? Do I call? I said, no, you don't call nobody. I do not call nobody. Other people do, and I don't put them down for it. That's the way they work.
That's how they do it. Yeah.
Personally, I do not call nobody in. When I'm talking to somebody and they come, they come.
Right.
So we were talking, and that's what I told her. She was eating, and she said, well, when I'm done eating, I said, okay. So then I said, well, you know, Kimmy, you have a hard time relaxing. And you're eating right now, and you're relaxing. So if something comes to you,
Just
don't force it. Don't force it. Nothing. Whatever comes to you, I don't care how stupid you think it sounds, say it.
Yep.
Just say it. It could be from when I was little, now, it doesn't matter. She said, what type of reading? I said, whatever you get. Say it. All of a sudden, she's eating, nice and relaxed. Like I was trying to help her because she has a hard time relaxing, you know.
Yep.
She says to me, well, as soon as you said that, I see a truck. It's white, and it's white with light blue big stripe around it. I said, really?
I'm working.
And I said, wait a minute. I said, what kind of truck? I said, is it like a bubble truck? Like the old kind of bubble truck? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, Timmy, did it look like a milk truck? Yeah. I said, it's my mother's husband of my older brothers and sisters that raised me.
Wow.
He was a milkman. His truck was white and light blue all around, like
I did not know
almost
that.
half
It's
and
like,
half.
we've known
It
each
was,
other for years and years, and I did not know
she
that.
don't know,
I didn't know that.
white at the top and blue at the bottom.
Oh,
So I
that's
said,
so
I don't
cool.
know if you call a name, but it was called LeComp's Dairy. It's a milk truck. So then she asked me about the back of it. I said, oh, I don't know. I never paid attention to the back of it.
Mhm.
And then she's asked me a few other things. Like, I was like, see, Kimmy, you
Oh
can do
yeah,
it.
the pink apartments or hotel. I kept seeing
Oh,
pink apartments or
okay.
hotel. Like, who has
She
pink
said,
apartments or
did you
hotel?
ever live in apartments? She said, I'm seeing these apartments with a pool and I see pink. And I'm like, I said, well, my mom divorced and, they separated that day. I remember the exact day because he asked me to go with him. Even though I wasn't his, he still asked me.
Mhm.
I was 3 years old. Right down the street, literally a little bit down the hill, like not even a block, was a hotel with the pool. And the bottom was pink and the top was white.
Oh wow.
And we used to go there and visit. And she said, I said, he always said I was his daughter no matter what. And she said, she kept hearing, that's my daughter, that's my daughter, that's my daughter. And that's what he always used to say. He always said it no matter what. And then
Mhm.
I said about the room. I think that's what I said about the room. I remember the room. It was dark. And she said, you used to cry. I said, yeah. I cried when he left because I wanted to go with him. But I was petrified of my mom.
Wow.
And then when we used to go visit, I used to cry. I didn't want to leave.
Mhm.
Um, then she said, all of a sudden, she said, there's a book. She saw this black book. I said, it's not a book. It's a wallet. But
Yeah, I
it
kept going
opens
like
like a
this for
book.
some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, she kept going like this.
Open.
Yeah, she kept going like this. I said, it's a black wallet and it opens like this. Like, you
Yeah.
open it and then you open 3
Mhm.
ways. Yeah. I said, on his deathbed, he called over his significant other at the time. Now he's got 3 other kids that are his. And he said to her, give this to my Donna. And it was his wallet. She emptied it. It was
Mhm.
his wallet and his money clip. I
Oh.
gave the money clip to my son when he was of age.
Mhm.
And I still got the wallet in my purse.
Wow.
I don't put anything in it. I just save it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
And that's what she saw. He showed her the wallet.
That is so cool. See, I
that
told you
he
you were
gave me.
gifted, your little duder.
I'm a
Told
duder.
you.
I'm a
I'm
duder.
helping her little by little. She just has a hard time relaxing
Mhm. That's
and
what you gotta do.
concentrate.
You gotta
And I
relax.
told her,
I'm a
because she's
Gemini
like,
at all.
Mhm.
she's like
Three
about
people in here.
calling
There's
them
3
in.
people in here.
That explains
She's
so much.
about calling in. I said, no, don't call nobody in. Just relax. What comes to you, comes to you. I never call nobody. Never.
I only call people whenever the person that wants me to read them is like being a smartass about it. They're like, "Oh, you think you're good? Read me." And then they have that like wall built
Oh,
up.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
when I'll call people. But like if someone comes up to me, they're like, "Hey, can you read me?" Or like just even if they don't ask, I'm relaxed because I don't like drama. I've dealt that my whole life, so I live my life
Right.
like drama free. And so like I'll be like at work relaxed, and then something will come up, and I'm like, "Shit, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing." Hi, ma'am. How are you doing today? I'm good. That's good.
yeah,
Would you like your milk in a
yeah,
bag?
yeah, yeah,
I think that's the
yeah,
worst place to have your ability is when you're at work, especially if you work in
yeah,
grocery retail like me,
Oh,
because
yeah.
people come forward and
yeah,
shut up, shut up, shut up.
yeah. But I've been doing readings, but I have done a couple. No, I haven't. Well, yeah, I did a couple on the outside, but not much. It's mostly just people that I get close to,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah,
you, Kimmy.
like my so the first time I ever met my niece's boyfriend, it was at my nephew's first birthday, and I started reading him, and his uncle came forward. And I started asking him, "Who's this guy?" And he's like, "What guy?" And I described him to the T, like the
Oh,
way he
wow.
dressed. Oh, chocolate, peanut
I
butter.
need it. I need it bad.
Started describing like the way he looked, the way he
Hey,
talked, the music he
Charlie.
listened to. Hey, Charlie, everything.
Yeah.
And he was blown away. And so he took all the stuff I gave him, went home, told his mom, and his mom helped narrow it down to who it was. Well,
Oh,
Oh.
Last Tuesday, I
Oh, just recent.
yeah,
Oh,
last
I'm sorry.
Tuesday
I didn't
I
hear
went
that.
to go do a reading for Andrea, the owner of the coffee shop that I like to go to. And he
Oh.
goes, Sydney, you've never read me. I was like, I've never read you your cards. He's like, nope. I said, you want me to? And he was like, okay. So I started
Mm.
reading his cards. And in
Johnny
the
wants to know if you're out of
cards,
Dr. Pepper, Donna.
Are you out of Dr. Pepper? Who's that?
Johnny,
Johnny.
Oh, Johnny. No, sir. It is.
Dr.
More
Pepper,
bottle.
dude. I'm going to write Dr. Pepper and be like, hey, I found someone for you guys to sponsor. She drinks a bottle of
Brought to you by Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Yeah, Dr. Pepper. But yeah, I read his things, and he was like, holy crap. Like he was blown away because like there was stuff that like I don't even know this kid, and I was saying things
Wow.
about him. And well, he went home, told his mom, and now his whole family wants me to do readings for them. And I'm like, oh my god.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
And I told my niece,
I,
okay, well, let me figure out when I'm off, and I'll go to their house and I'll do my readings for them. So it's
Dr.
going to be
Pepper Donna.
interesting to see what happens. This will be
Yeah.
my first time ever really reading for someone who's not my family or friends.
Oh.
She
That's
puts a
Donnie's
straw.
chugs. Look.
That have to be
She
a
puts
really
the
big
straw in the
straw.
3 liter.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine? She gets two of those like extendable straws and tapes it, sticks
Well,
it
they
in the
do
Dr.
have long ones, but I haven't seen them in a long time.
I'm gonna
I don't know.
get her one that curls. Oh, we should
Mhm.
get you the glasses, the ones that you put on that the straw goes into the cup or the bottle,
Oh,
so it
yeah.
goes around. Next time she comes on, she's gonna
Or
be
the
wearing her
hat.
glasses, the little hat with the little Dr. Pepper cups.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
that would be awesome.
that would be awesome. I have to look for one of those now, Donna.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's too funny.
So, what is your take on people charging for readings? Like, do you do your readings for free, or do you charge?
So I don't charge. A lot of people say I'm crazy for not charging. The reason why I don't do it though is because I just now started reading tarot for other people who are not my family. And
Right.
so I'm still kind like to me, I feel like I'm still new at it. And so and if you know tarot reading and you're a medium, cards aren't always 100% right.
Right.
And so I don't want to charge for someone I don't want to charge someone for a reading that's not going to be right or ends up not being right. That, and I kind of see it like how I see paranormal investigating. It's a tool, right? And to get answers and to
Right.
help people get answers. So I don't charge. But I know people who charge like $30 a session, like an hour, or like it's like $30 an
Mhm.
hour and then like $1 extra after that. I know people who charge like $200. Like it's crazy, and I'm
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
like, I don't know. Like I'll take donations. Like if you want to give me some money, shoot, give me the money. Like I go
Well,
argue because
Right.
my mom
yeah.
always told me never say no to a gift. If they want to give you a gift, accept it. So if you want to
Yeah,
give me a
I
gift,
just
take a gift. But I'm not
I
going to
just
charge
had
you
a
for it.
couple that just asked me for reading. I just had a couple people. The one lady, it was one lady. I said, I answered her, and I said for her, she asked me what was the fee. Do I do readings? I think she saw that night. 'Cause I think I saw her on live. I mean, in the comments. And I said for you, hon, 0. I won't charge you.
Yeah.
And but Kimmy had an idea. She was saying, because I'm getting so many people, maybe gift cards,
Yeah.
instead of money, maybe like gift
Dr. Pepper
cards or
gift cards.
something.
Right. Well, the
Kimmy
good thing
was
about
saying
thing, like Donna's
Amazon.
on disability, so obviously she can't make an income. So
Yeah,
have
that'd
them
be good.
have her make it like an Amazon account. They can load that money on Amazon,
Yeah.
and that way she's able to buy her supplies that she needs.
Well,
we
I
can
need
make
my supplies. Like
we
I
do like
need,
Amazon wish list and then post it up,
Mhm.
and then they can buy something off your wish list.
yeah, like I need like mostly I don't care for anything. I just need my supplies.
Right.
Like my Palo Santo and stuff like that because of
Mhm.
my
Because of how open you are
situation.
and like how gifted you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I need it, with my gifts and everything and my situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
definitely.
that.
That would
Mhm.
help
Yep.
Yeah, I
with
don't
me doing
charge
that.
either. Because you're here to
I
help
mean,
people. So
yeah, exactly. Like definitely, absolutely not. I don't charge for my healings.
Right.
No, definitely not. Um, I'm like,
Make
today's
sure
been a
you
day,
put
but
a rose quartz tower on your Amazon wish list.
yeah. Oh, I need one. Mine
Mine's
what
shattered.
broke.
Oh
It fell off my
no!
table.
Yeah, my my pink quartz shattered. Too much energy. I had to throw it away.
Mhm.
See, mine
So
shattered. I bumped it off my table and it fell on the floor.
I need what I've been told by so many people, like Shaman and a couple of other people. I need shungite.
Yes.
I need shungite and my black salt.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody know
I'm
who's getting
working
on me
on
that. Yes, I know that. I know that. But shungite, and I don't know
Yeah.
where to get shungite.
Ask Papa. Ask Mama Ray to order it for you. You can order it. It's a crystal. It's a type of crystal.
Mhm.
I bet you if you tell Mama Ray to look for it and order it for you, she will.
Yeah,
Tell
I
her
don't want a big piece. Just like
Tell her to order like a big piece. I'll half it up with you because I need me some
yes,
too.
I need something to carry with me. They said something. I need a piece of shungite to carry all the
Yeah.
time, so I don't need it big.
Yeah.
But I don't even know what it looks like. I gotta look it up.
Like this one, my unicorn
That's
sphere.
pretty.
Oh, that's pretty.
Looks like that looks like a little heart.
Gray, pink, white.
It's got pink in
Mhm.
it too. That's pretty.
Got this with her
Mhm.
mama.
It's really
Bought it.
pretty.
So what is that? What is that?
It's just a sphere. It's just a unicorn. She called it a unicorn something. I don't remember.
Oh
Gotta
wow.
have some kind of properties, though.
Yeah. I just thought it was really pretty. So
Mm-hmm. Store in Corpus Christi, Texas, called Object D or Peasant.
so what I hear is Johnny Mariner's gonna go to
Has
Corpus Christi
Shondite?
and get it.
Mama Race needs to do it in our lives, and
She is. They're just busy moving back in. Like they're finishing moving in because they brought 3 boxes. I think there was like 3 or 4 boxes that she hadn't even opened with them to San Antonio, and they were
Mhm.
unboxing that. She showed a little bit of that on her live like video yesterday. Oh my god, there's a crystal that she has that has flowers in it.
Oh yeah.
I want that so
I want to
bad.
get a crystal ball.
And
I
then
don't
she
know
has
why.
I want that. I want that. You want a crystal ball?
Yeah.
You gotta name them everything. You
I
know
want
that,
a
right?
scrying mirror too.
Ooh, I want a scrying mirror.
She's going deep.
That's what
A
I want to learn
crystal
how to do.
ball.
It's what I'm getting
You-
called. It's
It's what she's getting called
I don't
to.
know.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah,
but
I
a
don't know
crystal
why.
ball is you gotta keep it covered all the time. You're supposed to name it like
Mhm.
a lot.
It's a lot of work
There's a
into the
lot.
crystal.
A lot of work into the crystal ball, and a lot of other things can come out of that crystal ball if you're not careful.
She's a
Nice.
huntress, though. We're supposed to be good with that.
Hmm.
Amazon
your
has
husband.
Shondai.
Oh, okay.
Brian said, "Damn, girl."
Damn, girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazon, you have to be careful though. Even Etsy,
Yeah.
I get some stuff off
Yeah.
of Etsy too.
You have to be careful with Amazon and certain
Lot of
places
fakes.
because their stones are not always real.
Yep.
Mm-mm. No, because I got my labradorite bracelet from Amazon, and it's literally crackling on the sides.
Hmm. I got one a long time ago, and it all unpeeled, and underneath was white plastic.
Oh
I was
wow.
so mad. Yeah, that was way back,
Mm-hmm.
and I was so mad. So,
You hear my kid laughing in the background. He's a weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's giggling to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
His sister told you he's crazy.
What I was told.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I was told. Just plays by himself and has a ball.
Yep.
Now I hear it.
He
Mm-hmm.
can have hours and hours by himself and just laugh and
How do you know?
laugh.
How do you know he's playing by himself?
He could be playing with her.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
He's supposed to be like chill and falling asleep.
Get the little boy a dog.
We had a fish. Poor fish died though.
Oh.
I was more sad about the fish's death than he was.
As
Aw.
fun as he just had, that I just heard. He's talking.
Mm. So the crazy thing
I'll
was
put money. He's not talking to himself.
no, definitely not.
No.
The crazy thing that happened the other day was so we found out her name is not Madison, it's Abby. The other
It
day,
is Abby?
Greg, yeah, because that's just what he keeps getting drawn to. And I had asked him if you
Mhm.
ever want a neighbor, what would it be? And that's what he said. But the other day we were I was on Greg and Reggie's show, and they were talking about her, and we were talking about it, and they started to buffer, like their cameras started to buffer, and every time I'm like just hanging out with Donna and Kimmy, they start to buffer when we talk about her, and the her I'm
Yep.
talking about is I had a stillbirth when like before my son was born, and Donna did a reading for me, and she was telling Donna all kinds of stuff. And now, ever since then, when we talk about her, it's just like things start to buffer and things start to go haywire.
And the same night, I know we buffered that night, so I saw the replay. Hope it don't happen again. But the same night, she pulled me to Sydney's house.
Oh, it's
And
messy.
I was standing. Is it?
Buffer?
It did again.
What were you saying?
Abby called me to Sydney's house, pulled me to Sydney's house. And I literally, I don't know why, but she, for some reason, wanted me to see her mom sleeping in the bed. I saw Sydney sleeping in the bed. Pitch black room. Sydney don't sleep in the pitch black. She told me a long time ago she had a nightlight. This room was pitch black. And when I remember seeing your son, no glasses, which I know he has glasses. I've always seen him. Well, a couple of times I did see him. Watching cartoons.
Mm-hmm. He hates wearing his glasses. So he wears his glasses for school. And when he gets home, he takes off. We take him a bath. We feed him. We take him a bath. And then we just let him hang out until he falls asleep. So after his bath, he doesn't put on his glasses. He leaves his glasses off. And he won't put them on until the next day when we get ready for school.
So did it go through? She pulled me to Sydney's house. Everybody heard. But you're not supposed to go to the ladies' room when you wake up. And I did. Because if you do, you don't remember everything. And that is true. You're not supposed to. So you remember everything in your dream. But I had to go so bad. And I don't remember everything.
I'm sorry I had to pee. I'm sorry I had to pee.
So the couple of things that I did remember, but something important watching Sydney. That's why I wanted to make sure Sydney had a good night's sleep. And then the next day was when or a couple of days later, I don't remember, I read for Kimmy, which was weird. I wasn't supposed to. Somebody else was supposed to. And then her mom. I sleep. And all of a sudden, her mom comes.
Yep.
And usually if I read somebody, done, over, I let it go. I don't hold on to nothing. Her mom comes. And it was the gifts. The gifts have always been there. They go down the line. So, of course, I hurry up and tell Kimmy, now your mom came. The gifts have always been there, and they go all the way down the line. So I don't know what this is every time I read now and I'm having a dream.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I hope it don't happen all the time.
Oh, yeah, no, she deals with some crazy stuff.
I hope when I read, it's done. And, I don't keep dreaming and something else comes.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I just want it done and over with. But I think that was just wanted to make sure she knew that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have to remember what she wanted you to say.
I gotta remember yours.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. She's gotta come back and tell me. Your neighbor's nuts.
Yeah, he's always banging on the walls.
Abby has to let me know what was that about, because Mm. Yeah. Well, I can really hear that
What?
tapping all on the wall. Like nobody lives next door.
He's always like banging on the walls and tapping on the walls. But the funny thing is, okay, so before he moved in, this girl used to live there who went to school with me and my partner, right? Well, when COVID hit, her husband or fiance, I don't know what he was, he got sick and he ended up dying in their
Ah,
apartment. And
right there.
I remember getting the phone call at work. My brother's like was a coach in Lockhart, and that's another little town down from San Marcos. So he was driving from his job to his house. Well, to get from Lockhart to his house, which is like in San Marcos, you have to drive right past mine. Um, oh, bye, Johnny.
Good
Thank you for
night,
tuning in.
Johnny.
So he's driving by my house. He sees the
Night,
ambulance. He
Johnny.
sees the fire trucks. He sees the cops, and he's freaking out. So he's calling me. He's like, "Hey, is everyone okay? Like, where you at?" And I was like, "I'm at work." Like, what the hell do you mean? There's fire trucks and everything at my house. He was like, "I just drove by." So he turns around and comes over here to make sure that my partner and our son are okay.
Yeah,
And
because
he
it's right near your house. You can't tell who's who, right?
yeah, and
Right.
he calls him back. He's like, "Dude, it's your neighbor. Like, they're here at your neighbor's house." And I was like, "What?"
Mhm.
And so I call my partner and I'm like, "Hey,
Hey,
Renee, what's going
Roger.
on?" "Hey, Roger." And he was like, "Oh, so and so's boyfriend or husband or whoever just passed away." And I was like,
Mm.
"What?" Well, a couple
How
weeks
old?
later,
Young?
let's see, I'm 35, so he had to have been like 34 or
Mm.
38,
Dang.
somewhere. He's somewhere in the 30s, like late 30s.
Yeah.
So a couple weeks later, she calls me and she's like, "Hey, I know you're into like the paranormal and stuff like that." She's like, "Can you tell me if anything's here? Because we feel like something's here." So I went in her
Mm-hmm.
house and I felt the energy and I was like, "He's still here with you. Like
Mm-hmm.
he is still here. I can feel him. I can hear him." Like I said, "But apart from that, you have something else here." And so I saged her house, I cleansed her house, I did everything I needed to do. I said, with love and light can come. I said he can stay if he wants, but everything else has to leave. Um, and then after that, whenever she was gone, I would hear like the cabinets open and close and the doors open and close, and I could hear people tapping on the wall. And then eventually she moved out. So there was no one next door. Like there was a vacant, but I could still hear like the front door open and I could hear the doors in the apartment open and close. And
Nobody was
then
there.
who was there? And now we have a neighbor, but this guy
Woo.
likes to slam the doors. Like this guy's crazy.
Mm.
Maybe it got into him.
I don't know. But he will
You
like
know?
slam doors and he like taps on the walls.
Single?
Um yes and no. He's in one of those
Mm.
weird relationships. I don't
Yeah.
Oh,
Wonder whatever's there. You know what I'm saying? What you felt not too good?
know.
Hmm.
mm.
I'd put a boundary right across that wall. Did you?
Oh no, I have white walls all around the house. Like,
Oh, so that helps the white walls? Oh, okay.
well, no, like I envisioned putting like a barrier over my house,
Oh,
like my
okay.
apartment.
Yeah.
Like the minute all the stuff started going down, I meditated and I mapped out my house in my head and put up like a white wall barrier. And I went outside, did some stuff to my yard, you know,
Mm-hmm.
since then it's been good in my house. The only time anything ever happens here is when Esme decides to want attention.
Uh-huh.
Other than
Oh.
that, it's pretty chill.
Hmm. Wow.
Wow.
Why?
How long have you been living in that house?
Mm, for like
3 years?
Yeah.
3 years.
Mhm.
Okay.
Here we go.
Um.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
I was just about to say that.
Oh shoot. Um.
I was literally just about to say, everyone buckle your seatbelt because we're going to go on a ride.
Free ride.
um. You ever hear any rumors about next door?
Oh shit.
Wait.
No.
Wait. Yeah. like with the guy that lives there?
Mm-mm.
Or like the apartment itself?
Mm-hmm. Before the girl.
No, but you want me to tell you what happens around here?
Wait.
Brian's popcorn.
Honey, break up the popcorn.
Whoo, chilly, 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 chilly. Hair standing up. Um, I'm seeing a few different things.
Like what?
Gangs,
What else?
shootings,
What else?
stabbings,
Probably.
like bloodshed. Hold on, don't say nothing. Yelling, like a lot of guys yelling, women screaming. Oh, because the guy's on the ground. Woman screaming. That's my son. So I hear, that's my son. Um, I think it's right outside your apartment. Or that apartment. Something. Why did I just saw somebody like I don't even want to say it. Laying a threshold down. Go ahead, Sydney. I'm done. I'm not going no more.
So I don't know where all that came from, but there are a few things. So what I do know is that
I'm
apartments get
sweating.
flooded all the time.
Huh?
So they get flooded all the time. So
Mm-hmm.
behind here where I live, there's the river. The San Marcos River flows through there. And so when it rains really bad, the water comes over here to our apartments and it floods them, basically. Um, so, and then every once in a while, we will hear like gunshots or like pops. Now,
Knew it.
what I thought was funny was for a while I would have this reoccurring dream of like me, my son, and his dad asleep in our room, in my room. And I would always like it was the same dream. Like I'd always hear like someone out in the backyard fighting because it's apartments on this side, then my apartment, then the laundry room, then other apartments, and then there's like a
Yelling?
big, yeah, there's a big old
Um,
grass area that separates the apartments. And in my dream, I would always see like two gentlemen in the backyard, like in between this like in this grassy area between the apartment complex, and
Yeah,
they'd be fighting and yelling with each other. And then
really loud.
one of the guys, so wait, check this out. This is where it gets crazy. One of the guys would shoot and the bullet would go through my house and it would hit me and I would push my son, his dad, off the bed, and then the cops would come in and like they'd document the shooting and me, I'd get taken to the hospital. But for a while that was like my reoccurring dream. Was me getting
Holy
shot in this
shit.
house.
Mm.
Okay,
Wow.
hold on.
Oh, Joyce.
Brian, pop some more popcorn.
Right?
I think that's true, but messages not real. Messages. Ooh, chilly, chilly, chilly.
Brian said, pump the brakes, yo.
That a bad neighborhood?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, my cousin used to live behind us, and like her neighbor's car used to get broken into. And then, like packages, when we get deliveries, we have to make sure we're on top of it because if not, someone will steal it.
Dang.
Mhm.
There's some shady people out here, dude.
Yeah.
Can you tarot yourself? You can.
You can. They always say it's good to do a daily reading on yourself, a one card draw.
Nice.
I'm fixing to throw Donna for a loop here. Y'all ready?
Oh, do it.
So, Dad, Mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I've always wondered if you could tap into someone by asking. So, like,
Uh-huh.
I want to get in touch with my stepmom. She passed 3, maybe 4 years ago. I just want to know if she's okay. Like, when her and my dad started dating, I didn't want to get to know her. I didn't want anything to do with her because, that's the way us kids are. But over time, I grew to love her, and she was like my mom. And when
Where's
she
Mija?
daughter,
Christ's sake.
I'm setting myself up, y'all. I'm gonna cry.
I am Mija.
I miss her so much. Like when she passed, out of me, my brothers, and my sister, I was the one who took it the hardest.
I don't know what Mija means. Mija?
It's
Is that
daughter.
how you say it?
Mm-hmm. Mija.
I tried to repeat it like I heard it. Mija.
Mhm.
Yes, I am. Yes, wait. She had like a sweet voice. Yes, I am Mija. Is that her? She didn't have, the way she said it and the way I heard it was, yes, I am Mija.
Aw.
There's a place
Now
we went
you
to.
tell, no, stop. A card reader or a reader not card reader, 'cause I'm not doing cards. When you know a good reader, they're going to tell you exactly how the person sounds.
Hmm.
Okay. She said, yes, I am, Mia.
Aww.
Does that sound like her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She had the
This one,
soft.
validation.
She had the softest voice, except when she was like yelling at my
Very
dad.
soft voice. Yeah.
Except for like when my dad would say something stupid, she'd like, "Hi, babe, that's not how it went," and she would like tell us her variation of how things went.
I heard her voice soft. Yes, I am, Mia.
And then we went to.
Aww.
It was our first trip as a family. We went to Disney World, and she asked me if I had money to spend, and I did. I told her yeah, and she made my dad stop at the bank and pull out money so I could have extra money to spend.
Aww.
And she helped me make a charm bracelet because we went to Disney World and they have like all those different places. So we went to Epcot, and that's where they have like their like the beginning, like the opening of Epcot. It's like their like theater type movie scene area. Well, she helped me make a charm bracelet, and it was like Betty Boop, and there was hearts and
Oh, I
flowers.
was just going to say hearts. I saw a heart.
Aww.
Yeah, we got really close, like really, really close. She ended up she got sick. She had to get put on dialysis, and she was diabetic. So something had happened, and she couldn't do dialysis anymore. And then she got an infection in her foot, and they had to amputate some of her toes. Well, the infection spread to her, and she ended up passing away.
Mm.
I'll never forget that call. Never. My
Okay.
sister called.
Did they stop the dialysis or did she stop the dialysis?
I think
Because
they
I
stopped
just
it.
heard,
Unless she
heard
did.
her
I don't know.
say, I heard her say she couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, she was getting really sick.
I heard I couldn't take it anymore. That's what I heard.
Mhm.
There's too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah,
just
like
repeating.
before she
Oof.
passed, you could tell she was tired. Like she was real, real tired. God, that's one thing that, like, as a medium, it bothers me. The fact that we can't connect with our own loved ones who've passed. Like, apart
I
from
know.
her, I want to connect with my grandpa. I want to connect with my grandma. I want to connect with my other grandpa.
How
Like,
come you can't connect with her though, being your step mom?
because me and her had a really close relationship right before she passed.
And she's connected to your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Yeah.
can't mediums read their own family? Like, is that just a rule in general, or is it
It's just
just
hard to
Can-
connect.
They're too close.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yeah, I tried connecting with my own daughter hundreds of times, never worked. And then I would try to connect
That's
with
to
my
you,
grandpa.
Johnny.
Chuck,
Yeah.
Chuck.
We can't not, and it's hard because I try with my kids. I can't. It is so weird how this candle, they say, how they melt.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see in this candle how it melted, it's just so straight down.
Yeah.
Whoa, I just spilt it.
Girl, you gonna make yourself a new
Ah,
candle.
yeah. And it's all
Uh-huh.
soft. I'm denting it. Dang it.
Girl.
But it's just so perfect straight down. Where some of them, they get all those little grooves,
Mm-hmm.
like this weirdo over here.
He's unique. He's got character.
I have to get more candles. I have to get more stuff. These are like,
Well, Anthony's live with Greg, Reggie, and Pete. At least Pete has somebody
mm,
living.
I think he's with that Belvin girl because she said she was on the way to the Devil's Bridge.
Oh, okay.
what girl?
The one that was on his team.
Oh,
Oh.
hmm.
Well, at least he has somebody with him, I guess.
It'll be
Yeah.
next lunch.
At least he's not by himself. Are they? Would you say they were?
Pete's driving somewhere. I don't know.
What do you think of the comment you made in here?
I don't think on me personally. I don't think any of us should go back to that place for a while because what happened yesterday was not the norm for any of us, and I think that the energy is still fresh there. So if one of us were to go, it wouldn't be good because it. So a lot of places have memories. So that
Hmm.
saying, if these walls could talk, it's a real saying. I
Yeah.
believe every place is like that because we every place has its own energy.
Right.
So I truly believe that the den will remember us, knows who we are, and with what happened yesterday, the energy is still very fresh. And
Hmm.
if he goes, I don't see it. I don't see good things happening. I don't. And if
Hmm.
he's there alone, I mean,
And Pete said he's going there with that young girl,
no, Pete said he was going to go alone.
but now he's with that other girl.
And it's like I told you guys yesterday. We weren't on a live because it was just a Wraith Hunters chat. Like we were all just there. But it's like I said, I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how good of a uh, medium you are. I don't care how good of an investigator you are. I don't care how good of a warlock you are. I don't care if you're freaking God himself. Whatever's in the devil's den is not good.
Is not good.
And you should not go in there at all. But if you
It's
want
it's
to,
not
don't go in
it's
there
not
alone.
one.
Mm-hmm.
There's many things in there. Well, I shouldn't say many, but there's a few in there
Yeah.
of different, you know,
Yep.
things. Like Sydney got scratched.
That was wild. I mean, it wasn't the first time that's happened. That was actually my third trip to the den. And
Yeah.
every time I've gone, I get scratched in the same place, on the same arm, in the same location, 3
Yep.
times.
We figured that one out. I heard loud and clear why that's happening. And we never even thought of that.
Because I'm Mexican. No, that's not why.
No.
God.
Kumandera.
Curandera.
Kumandera.
I'm a witch. I'm a
Yeah. And I know there's things in there. That was like the furthest from my mind.
I didn't even think about it.
Me neither.
It makes sense.
And you are right on that trail. Yeah.
But it makes sense.
And then we would
because
talk. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It makes sense because what do? We heal people. We protect people. We ground ourselves. The people who go into the den, they're not looking for that. They're not looking for protection from anything good. They're not there to protect anyone. They're there for themselves, and they sacrifice people and they sacrifice things and they call out the devil, so to like actually,
Yeah.
and demons. And so people like me and people who are there with good intent, they're gonna get attacked.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy because when we were talking about it, like that was the furthest from my mind every time, like when we've been there and when I channeled there. And I think I picked it up though when we channeled there.
Yeah.
But still, that was the furthest from my mind. But then we were talking about it. I heard it like message, like a message, just like when I do readings. And I was like, oh, shoot. And that's
It's
when I
sort of like
said
it
it.
was, I guess, singling her out, I guess.
Yeah, well, it knows what she is. Because when we were talking about it, that's what I heard. Like when I do readings and I get messages, that's what I heard was witch.
Sorry. They like my house cold, so I had to put on a jacket.
I heard that, and that's when I said, oh, Sydney, think about it. What are we?
Yep.
What is in there?
Damn it.
Made
That's how much
sense.
in there.
Quit breaking your towers.
This one was my sphere.
Oh,
It didn't break. It didn't break, but still.
put it in a little bowl or something. Something so it won't.
I have her on her little stand.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But I knocked it over.
Oh,
Nothing now? What's up, Nancy?
hey, Nancy.
Nancy's in the house. Nancy in the
Yeah.
house. Nancy in the house with a baseball bat.
Well,
Nancy in the house. Nancy in the house.
it's pretty crazy because being who we are, things are going to try us
Oh, yeah.
big time.
That's for shizzle.
That one was just on the back burner. I didn't think of that one until we started talking today. And then I heard that.
That's crazy how that just popped up out of nowhere, too.
Yeah.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little doggy, too.
It was the last of my mind going there and Sydney's. But then as we were talking about it and she pointed to it, when she pointed to it, that's when I heard that word. And that's when I said that to her.
Yep.
Someone
That was
asked
crazy.
what was in the bottle.
What bottle?
Oh, your 2-liter, your Dr. Pepper, I think.
Her Dr. Pepper. It's
My
it's
Dr.
just
Pepper.
nothing else. That's no.
Sure.
I'm telling you, we're gonna get Monster, Dr. Pepper, and Mountain Dew to sponsor this whole thing.
Mm.
Mountain Dew if you're watching.
Hey, that'll be good.
That would be good, right?
Yep. Here we go, Kimmy.
Oh, I don't have anything. Sorry, I can't sponsor you this very moment.
No,
So
let's
maybe
went
don't
the other
watch.
way.
Maybe don't watch. I got Ocean Spray.
There you go. There you go.
it's Immunity Plus pomegranate juice.
Well, we're so funny. Brought to you
What
by
did she say? So I said nothing now. What did she say?
That's
So
what
I
she said, but I
nothing
don't get it.
I wanted to ask what was in the bottle, so I said nothing now.
It's a
Get it?
Mm.
Somebody asked what was in the bottle, and she says
Mhm.
nothing now because you
Mhm.
drank it all. I guess maybe I'm not sure.
Mhm.
I think that's where she's going with it.
Or a genie in the bottle.
Like a genie in a bottle, get rub me the right way. Those are-
Where's Noah Vic at? We got some singers up in here.
Just be careful when you rub that bottle.
Because she spilled it. Oh, that's right. That one night when you spilled it.
Oh, that was the glass.
You spilled
Yeah.
the DP? That is so sad.
Oh, that was a night. My table, my glass went flying. I go in the bathroom.
When we had Haunting Angels.
What?
Haunting Angels.
Oh, Haunted Angels, right? We're backstage. And
That's
I
funny.
said something about the doll, one of the dolls. I didn't say nothing bad.
Everything on her
No.
table flipped up over.
No, girl, I didn't say nothing bad. Kimmy, did I say something bad?
That
All
you didn't
I
like
said-
her?
No, I didn't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That you put him in the dryer like Anthony?
No, girl, I got my own. Listen, all I said was, not too sure about that one near your leg. That's all I said.
I'll show you about that one near your leg.
And then all of a sudden, my glass of soda went all over my iPad, my crystals, everything. This was backstage. Then I go in the bathroom to hurry up and go to the ladies' room. I'm sitting on the, forget it, and I'm not near nothing. On the back, I have a basket. The basket goes flying. Everything out of it. I'm like, what the heck? Yeah. And I had my earphones on. I'm like, now the basket, they heard it. I didn't have to say it. They heard it. The basket went flying because they were like, what was that? I'm like, the basket went flying now. All my makeup went flying out of it.
Dang.
Yeah. It was a mess. So I apologize. Deeply apologize. I didn't mean nothing by it. I just said, I don't know about that one. Because they were saying they didn't know which ones were haunted and which ones weren't. So I said, well, I don't know about that one near her leg. I thought it was. Meaning that. Not meaning nothing bad.
It was like, you won't talk about me, I'll give you something to talk about.
Now I know she's haunted because she was like, damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
It's like, shoot.
It's pretty funny.
It is crazy.
She said it was pretty funny. Hong Kong. But, you know, it's just a normal thing for us paranormal
It's
investigators.
so adorable.
I mean, as soon as this went, I hurried up my iPad. First thing I took off. Threw a thick face cloth on top of my table to save everything. Then I said, look, I got to go to the bathroom because we had to start the live. Hurried up, went, and then I'm all of a sudden basket. I'm like, oh my God. Hurried up, picked that up, put it back, came out. I was flustered like something alive like that.
I mean, I would be too.
It was crazy.
I missed something somewhere. Oh, it was about our live last week about the doll. The lady had
Last
some doll.
week, these
Or we-
ladies had some dolls and they didn't know which ones were haunted and which ones wasn't. And obviously, I said, I don't know what's about that one because they didn't know which ones were haunted. And I had to pick on the haunted one.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew? Because they just said they collect things. That's all.
Send it to
And
me.
they didn't know
Send me some new
what.
ones.
Yeah, they said they just collect things and they didn't know what had what, if it had anything. You know what I found strange though?
What?
That one that she kept holding. Like it was just all like, what do you call that? Burlap. It was made of burlap. And she kept putting it down and picking it up, putting it down, picking it up. There was something with that one with her.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. They just don't know what they got. And they're supposed to be investigators. They say they just collect. They don't know what's haunted and what's not. So you're supposed to be investigators. I would think you would check shit out. No. Oh, they got a she shed in, I don't know whose backyard it is, but somebody's backyard. They got a she shed. You know, one of those sheds.
Mm-hmm.
And they made that into their studio and put all their objects in it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I want a she shed now.
Right. I want a bitch said shit.
It looks like they bought it new because it's not, it's like brand new wood. And it's not,
Podcast she shed.
they didn't paint it or nothing. They just left it raw wood. Like it was nice.
Nice.
Yeah. It was nice. And they just put, I mean, it's kind of full. And they just put 2 stools in the front. And then that doll, I said, right in the middle of them.
By the
So there's
seashore.
not much room.
I want a she shed by the seashore.
Yeah. Where were they from anyway? I forgot. Michigan, Missouri.
Florida, Georgia, something like that.
I don't think it was Florida. No.
Florida.
No. Wasn't Florida.
Mm.
Missouri, something like that.
No, it's sat down south.
I want one of
Nancy
those.
said, bitch shed.
Bitch shit.
I want one of those. I want one of those.
Me too.
Ooh, a Texas Wraith Huntresses shed.
Yeah, one could go in your backyard, Kimmy. Oh, and they said they even, where they got it in the backyard, I don't know whose backyard it's in, the way they got it in the backyard, they even got a little heater,
Oh,
which
nice.
I would think would be dangerous because they got 2 stools and then all this stuff, and the heat is right there, they said, in the middle of all of that. That's like a fire hazard.
That is fire hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fire.
But they said they just put the heater on while they're there, but even still, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's cool they got a heater on while they're in there, but I don't know. I can't remember where they're from. Missouri or something like that.
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia. Okay.
Georgia.
Sweet Georgia.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Oh, Georgia.
Makes sense.
Georgia on my mind.
I'm telling you, someone go get pictures on Diego.
Victor Santiago for
She's over here
Georgia.
singing. Give me singing.
Oh. Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear all that.
You can sing. Don't even go there. You can.
I sound like 20 cats in a burlap bag and you shake it.
I've heard you sing. I've heard her sing. No. She ain't that bad. No.
That's funny.
She's fibbing. She's fibbing. She can sing. She sang yesterday. Was that our live?
Bride said, no.
Yeah, I can't sing.
Oh, she can't sing? She sang yesterday on live. I don't know what song it was when we were on live.
I missed it.
Was it yesterday or the day before? We were on live. I know that.
With me?
Or backstage. Yeah.
What did I sing?
I don't know. You didn't sing the whole song. You sang like a verse of it.
Are you
You
sure?
sung like a little.
Because remember, I was singing when we were watching Robbie Brown doing his investigation.
Was it you?
It was me, you, Greg, Pete.
Oh, you did. Yeah, but she did too. You and Kimmy. Kimmy did too.
I mean,
I think it was
I
yes.
didn't sing.
Huh?
Nancy said, "Oh no, what?"
Oh, no. Well,
Yeah, I remember you singing too. But I know
Donna say,
Kimmy did
what?
sing. Donna say, yeah. You sang a little piece either yesterday or the day before when we were with.
If it's not recorded, it's not true.
Right?
Ah, you probably did it backstage.
It wasn't me.
You got no proof.
I hope it is live. Ha ha. I hope you weren't thinking and you did get it. It is live. Then what you gonna say?
She said, "Ha ha."
I'll get
Ha ha.
reported. I'll get
It
reported.
was only a little piece. You didn't sing the whole damn
Yeah, I was
song.
rapping the other day. I do remember rapping.
On live, right, Nancy?
Ding,
No,
ding,
this was a
ding,
song.
ding, ding, ding.
It wasn't rapping. It was a song. So,
What's up?
Sydney.
That's me.
So,
Hi.
Sydney.
That's me.
I was like,
Hello.
I was gonna ask you something. You guys got me going. So what's the plan next?
Take over the world.
No.
Okay, no, seriously.
Yeah.
So we're getting back to serious topic. See buttons your underwear. Sew buttons your underwear.
So good.
Yeah, she just said it. She changed it. So.
Oh, so.
Mhm.
So you're funny. So, like I was saying, so we damn, here I go with the so word. So yesterday we did the investigation at the Devil's Den. I tried to say it really fast so you wouldn't hear it.
Can't stop. Oh,
You're gonna make me tinkle.
brought to you by the pins.
Got you by the best, yeah. I want to say that word again, but I'm like, don't say
What's
it.
up, Godfather?
Yesterday's investigation was supposed to be like the round one of picking the future Texas Wraith Huntresses. Some stuff happened. I didn't feel like I got a good enough view on how they investigated their abilities. and just I didn't get a good feel for them. So what I decided was to do a part 2, because also there was like 12, 13 girls who originally said that they wanted to be part of the team. I narrowed it down to just 6. Um, Out of those 6, only 2 could make it yesterday. But like I said, due to some very, very unserious fortunate events, I didn't get a good feel for them. I didn't see how they investigated. I didn't get to do any of that. So I decided we are going to do a round 2. So I will take all the women to a location in San Antonio that's haunted, and it'll be a location of my choosing again. This time, I don't think I want to have anyone go help me other than you two, like this via StreamYard. I think it's just going to be me and the ladies, just so I can get a feel for them and see how they do. Um, and then from there, I will narrow it down on who I feel it would be a good candidate, or not a good candidate, but a good member for the team. And I will bring them on board, and they will be Texas Wraith Huntresses. And then I will introduce them to the Texas Wraith Hunters, since we will be collaborating with them from time to time. And we'll see how we do from there. I want to get my team hopefully up and running by September, because in September we have the Parapalooza that Robbie Brown's putting on, and I want to take my team there so I can introduce them there. And then I definitely want to have it up and running by October, because October they have the Paranormal Fest at the Victoria Black Swan Inn, and I got invited to be a guest speaker again this year. They're going to do they said it was going to be a panel for paranormal investigators from San Antonio. And so they had asked me to be a guest speaker. So I want to have my team up and running so we can go on the stage, introduce ourselves. Hopefully we'll have a couple of cases already under our belt so we can share some of that evidence. I know now that Anthony's down and Anthony lives in San Antonio now, we can have a big old booth up where it's Texas Wraith Hunters and Texas Wraith Huntresses together. Everyone can come and get to know us. So what's next.
Cool.
That'd be fun. That'd be cool.
Cool. Now, where's this Parapalooza?
The Parapalooza is going to be in Claiborne, Texas, at the jail up there. What jail was it?
How far is that from you?
From me, let's see.
Like, is it a ride or?
Yeah, I know it's quite a drive from where I'm at. It's a 2-hour and 56-minute drive. So it's not too
2
far.
hours? Yeah. So is that like a weekend kind of situation?
I'll probably make a weekend out of it, yeah. Just because, we're going to need to get a room, book a room for the night, and if I'm not mistaken, we get to investigate the jail. So, if mediums and psychics, we get drained pretty easy. And I don't really come back after investigation. I've done that before. It was not. I was I was so jacked up on Red Bull that I couldn't go to sleep when I got home, and it just messed up my whole sleep cycle. It was the worst. So yeah, I think I'd probably make a weekend or a 2-day trip out of it, so I can find a place to sleep and I can get some rest before I head back home.
Plus, if the other girls go with you,
I was gonna say,
share a room and
exactly what I was thinking. Maybe by then
it'll cut the cost too.
You get a good connection with the girls, and you guys can share a room. Hopefully, you get 2 full-size beds. Even if maybe you can get a cot in there. I don't know.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
pretty sure we can figure something out.
yeah, or a
Take an
couch if there's a couch in there.
air mattress in there.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
You,
Well,
Molly,
that
you
sounds pretty
travel
cool.
to this, then to Florida.
Ma, will you travel to this then to Florida? I'm not going. Sydney said she's going. I'm not going. Sydney said she's going. She's in Texas. She's in Texas and the event is in Texas. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm from Tejas.
I do
Tejas.
things over the phone.
Every time someone talks about Texas, I think about this funny SpongeBob episode where they're talking about Texas and Sandy the squirrel's like, "Don't you dare say anything wrong about my Texas."
Don't you say that wrong about my Texas,
No,
SpongeBob?
she's thinking that I was talking about me traveling.
Oh,
Yeah, same with Tate.
what?
She's always on her mom about coming to Florida, so she thought Donna's gonna be skipping and going to Texas.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's gonna be mad. How
Super
dare you
mad.
go? How dare you go to the Tejas and not to the Florida?
The golly
Mhm.
gee, Donna.
Golly gee whiz, Donna, you and your pecan pies down in Tejas and your square dancing.
Yeah.
It's all down here in Texas.
Let me tell ya,
Texas,
we used to go
Texas
years ago.
Texas
is the
We used to
place
go visit my mom
to
that
love.
I
in Tennessee.
love to be.
'Cause all
Hold on, girls.
Texas,
is
live
Texas.
Texas.
That's why I hang my
My
hat
head
in
in
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Is that Tara laughing? Oh, Tennessee. Yeah, like Tara was there. Tara was there. We went to my mom's a couple times, and that's when they were younger. And they always used to go dancing at these barn. They used to do these barn dances, and it was always cowboys and all this other stuff. My mom was trying to hook me up with this old man. I'm talking
Hey,
like 70s, 80s.
he probably
Money.
What, a sugar farmer?
He
sugar.
he had money and owned a lot of Tennessee. And I said, no, I don't care. No.
You crazy. I would have been like, sign me up, Dad.
But it was fun because I was learning how to do I would wear I had my mom's cowboy boots on and a cowboy hat. My husband and son and I die hard Cowboys fans. Yeah.
You
So
have to be lonely at
I learned how to do the line dancing and stuff like that out there. It was fun. But yeah,
I've always thought about making one of those accounts just to see the farmers on there.
it's not like that here.
Sugar
I
Daddy
mean,
Joe
there,
Farmer.
it's
Farmer Mom.
really, their dances are in big farmhouses,
Billy Bob.
not in a club. It's like a big farmhouse.
It's all up in the barn.
Yeah, but it's all got tables and yeah. No, I can't live like that. Mm-mm. And my uncle tried selling me a house so bad. And yeah, my kids would never go out there. Mm-mm. They were teenagers then.
I'd grow up in the Smoky Mountains.
You look out my mom's window and that's all you see is Smoky
That's
Mountains.
what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I typed in farmers only account
Ah.
profiles on Google, right? And I
Yeah.
went to images, and this guy said starting a farmers only account, and there's a picture of him wearing a cowboy hat, and a flannel shirt, and his name is Tyler the Potato Farmer.
Oh my God. No.
Brian, you didn't know that's an actual thing? Yeah, it's an actual website. They had like a whole infomercial on it, and it was like, you don't have to be lonely
Only
at
farmers only to
farmersonly.com.
come.
Yuck.
Maybe that's how you
It's just a bunch of
start.
farmers.
It is for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's disgusting. I could never see me with a
Please, my
farmer.
tractor sexton.
Oh my God, you girls are a trip. I couldn't see myself like that.
Hey,
No.
baby, come to my
Mm-mm.
farm and be my hoe.
Mm-mm.
This one says, hey girl, hey, like HAY. It says,
Mm.
hey girl, dried grass pun. And then it says, so I found out about this dating website from a commercial. And while I was watching it, I thought, this is a fun dating website, most relevant to my lifestyle experiences and interests. While I do not own, work, or live on a farm per se, I do have a house plant that is not entirely dead. I also watched the second season of The Walking Dead. They spent a lot of time on a farm in that season. Along with that, I've played Farmville at least twice. So I'm fairly etiquette when it comes to cultivating land, caring for, harvesting crops, and when someone says the word hoe, I always first assume they're referring to the weeding tool rather than a derogatory term for a loose woman. Then it says, I can't say I have ever driven a tractor, but I did ride on a trailer being towed by a tractor during a field trip to a pumpkin patch when I was so I understand their general capabilities and purposes. I also have a dog, which is pretty, much the much the fuller check in all the necessary boxes. But to put myself over the top, I have pictures of me with farming tools.
Oh
so
my God.
so what are you waiting for? Let's engage in conversation with the intent on becoming romantically involved based on our equal shared experiences and knowledge of farming and the culture that surrounds it.
You know what? As you're reading that, I picture this big,
Yeah, you
fat,
did, Brian.
sloppy guy in overalls. Ugh.
No, you're far from it. Look at this guy. He looks like a
It's
pristine
probably not
gentleman.
even. It's probably not even. He's in jail clothes. He's a jailbird.
He's a chain. What do they call it? Chain
Chain gang.
chain
He's in the
gang.
chain gang.
That's probably not even him. I pictured a big fat guy in overalls. I mean, big.
See.
I don't know. Have you seen some of those farmers? What's that show where
That's
they're
okay.
these hot girls and they put them with they have to choose a farmer that they fall in love with. It's like Bachelor, but it's a farmer dude.
What? Never heard of
Yeah, some of those dudes are pretty cute. Those tight little ass jeans that they
it. This
have with
one
them boots.
says.
Hey, I'm a city girl.
This one
No,
says. You
can't
got.
see it.
This one says you got a pretty mouth. And then it says, I'm just a small town country boy trying to make it in a big city. I like watching Andy Griffin and eating some of them fried dumplings. I'm an honest 27-year-old and I really like horses. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Is that Brian laughing?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
See if I can find another one. These are fun.
I would never be able to bring myself to it. Mm-mm. I don't care.
Um,
Can't do it. Probably smell like manure
oof,
coming off a farm.
oof. Can
Oh,
you
sweaty.
imagine? Gross.
Oh, it's the shit.
Very gross.
Like manure. Like
Mm.
So this one says Tractor Goth. About Tractor Goth Girl. I love to operate my John Deere sprayer and call it an international harvester on the internet to make men mad. I howl at the moon with the coyotes and chirp with the crickets. And then she said that she's looking for a son of a third generation farmer who's been married 10 years to the farmer's daughter, who's a God-fearing, hard-working driver, hogging up the road on his plower. This is dead serious. This is what it says. Chug-a-lugging 5 miles an hour on my international harvester. Falling on deaf ears of corn. Shout obscene words, flipping the bird. She's looking for someone who just likes to lay in the hay.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Lay in the hay?
Yeah.
I mean, that says it all.
It's them girls, them farmer girls you got to look out for.
The
Mhm.
white daddy ones.
The ones who have daddy issues.
Here is the cup.
Yeah.
I actually think the bigger ones today. Maybe to buy some of those. I mean, I like the real.
Huh?
I seen like the real good ones, the bigger ones. That I need to buy those next time.
Oh, yeah, you do.
There you go.
Any more good ones? I see you reading.
I am reading, but there's not any that are like eye catching like that one. We gonna keep looking. That's so messed up. This guy is named Brandon. He's 20 years old. It says, I keep 300 heifers satisfied every day, looking to make
Heifers.
that 301. Yeah, cows.
Oh. I thought he meant heifers, like heifers.
What you call me, girl?
What'd you call me? I called you a heifer.
That's
Oh, we got a heifer outside. It's a big old cow.
You be the haunted heifers.
Be the only heifers. You know, them city folks, they just don't get it.
That's what
what
you
he's
be on
saying?
there. Your username on there.
What?
Haunted
what he said?
Haunted heifer?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Make you a farmersonly.com and I'm a haunted heifer.
Is that what he said? You know, them city folks, they just don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I want
Yeah,
to
we don't get you.
make a
The
paranormal
newest smelling.
haunted heifer.
Huh? Yeah, city folks don't get you. The newest smelling.
They sure-
dirty.
They sure be dirty. You right about that.
Dirty. Dirty. Sweaty. I don't know about them overalls.
Dirty.
Like pulled up so high you can see the longish. Like, ugh.
No, some Daisy Deuce, baby. They'll have on them Daisy Deuce with some flash shirt and it's tied up.
Oh my God. Golly.
I mean, Daisy. And my
You're making my eyes burn.
What
Making
the-
my eyes burn, girl. Huh?
Talking about the uncle, the uncle who's also your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
This is my uncle, but he's also my dad.
The daddy
Yeah,
uncle
they got a
brother.
lot of incest. A lot of incest.
Yo,
Which
shout outs to Brian for turning this whole podcast from getting to know me.
Right?
All because he made a joke about farmers only.
Can't derail. What's the point?
I can't believe they even really have that.
Hmm.
God,
They have a
what
bunch of weird dating sites now. Like there's that one. Then there's one called Bumble. It's an app where like the girl is in charge of the app. Like she's in charge of who she wants to talk to, their pictures, and they call your matches bees, like little bees.
What?
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you get to tell them to buzz off? It's a stingy situation.
I was gonna say, you get to pick which one you want to sting to.
Probably.
I'm waiting to get stinged.
Stoned.
Let's see.
Ouch.
Waiting to get stung.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
I can't believe this crazy shit they have.
Somebody made an account. This is so wrong in so many ways. But he put a picture of him wearing like a robe, and he's getting like he has a glass of wine and he's pouring water into the glass of wine. And so his name says Jesus, age 21, and it says job, carpenter. And it says actually several thousand years old. I don't know why it says 21, LOL. Downside, I've only been nailed once. Upside, I would die for you, so you know I've committed. Also, my dad is a pretty big deal. He always beats me. Swipe right if you need some Jesus in you. Let me show you the picture.
Jesus, take the wheel. Oh my God. Mm. Oh my God. Now I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. I can't hold it no more with all this stuff. I'll be right back. I will be back.
Lori's back. She said dating apps that went downhill quick.
This
Yeah,
one is
fucked
so
up.
sad. This one's sad. His name is Nadel. He's 18. He's a paleontologist. And it
A
says
what?
paleontologist.
What is that?
It's some kind of scientist.
Oh,
But wait, it says, my wife died a decade ago. I like to have friends, but all of mine have died. My
wait a
granddaughter-
minute. He's 20. That would have made him 10.
No. It says Nadel and he's 18. And it says, my wife died a decade ago. I like to have friends, but all mine have died. My granddaughter has Tinder and says it's a great place to meet people. Bless my granddaughter's heart for setting me up with this.
And he's 18. What the hell? Oh my God. These people are sick. They've been in the manure too long.
They've been in something. They're growing something that they're not supposed to. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure of that too. Mm-hmm. High grade.
Paleontologist.
Jesus.
You know, like let's see, study of cultures.
That was dark.
Paleontologist is scientist who studies the history of life on Earth through the fossil records. They study fossils.
Okay. That's what they do. So hi, my name is Sydney.
Oh no. You're doing it?
So my name is Sydney.
You did it? Hi, my name's Sydney.
No, I'm reintroducing myself because we went off track from talking about me to
Oh, okay.
to weird dating apps.
Mm,
Mm-mm. Mm.
very weird.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's hilarious. Fun times, fun times.
Fun times.
Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I never dug into the internet like that.
Oh my god. So y'all know the internet puts you down wormholes. Well, this girl, her bio on her dating profile says, "Congratulations, you stumbled across my profile, which means you have excellent taste and you're gonna meet your future wife. But it won't be me. Why? Because I am the one before the one. We'll exchange some texts, go on a few great dates, and then bam, you'll meet your future miss. I don't know how or why. However, I've been bestowed this gift of being an involuntary matchmaker without ever meeting the other person I set you up with. So cheers."
Dang.
Weirdo.
Fun.
I could say a whole lot right now, but I won't. About somebody we know.
And that's Farmer's one, or are you on another one?
No, this one is just like random ones.
Mm. Like they got their own.
Yeah.
Where do you find these? On Google?
Uh-huh.
Charlie.
Oh my God.
Charlie's like, can you email me her link later?
I got you, Charlie. I got you.
Charlie is single, ladies.
All the single ladies. All the single ladies.
All single. I was just thinking of that song. All the single ladies. All the single ladies. All single ladies. Whoop, 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 whoop.
That's one part I know.
Oh. How do they say? Oh. Ah.
Well, okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's getting intrigued in all these weirdos.
I know. Thanks a lot, Brian.
I did have a second girlfriend once, but she left me before we met.
Oh, that's so sad. She said, "Nope."
Oh my god, he cracked me up. Oh,
Y'all just opened a whole nother.
Friends like, sorry.
What do you call two ducks and a cow? Quackers and milk.
I promise we have not been drinking. We have not.
Not yet.
There is nothing in that Dr. Pepper. It is straight Dr. Pepper. Everybody claims there's always something in that Dr. Pepper, but I swear there's nothing in that Dr. Pepper.
When is a door not a door? When it's a jar. You get it? A jar? No? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There's a door, not a door. And it's a door. Oh! It took me a minute. It went over my head. Like Dora
Yeah.
Jar. Dora.
Yeah.
Kimmy, you almost made me spit that whole mouth of soda out. She's like, oh.
Took me a minute on
Ooh.
that
I'm
one.
getting chest pain.
So I wanted to buy a pair of camouflage pants, but I couldn't find any.
So where did you go? Pantless, asshole?
When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes a parrot.
It's so bad
shit.
they're funny.
What did the evil chicken lay? Deviled eggs.
Oh,
Nice.
mm.
Which bear is the most condescending? A panda.
Yeah. Duh.
Panda.
Duh. Duh.
Oh man, this podcast just went a whole different way. Where do you go to learn to make ice cream? Sunday school.
Sunday school.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
How does a penguin build its house? It glues it together.
They're so bad, they're funny. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so what were we talking about before all this? Brian.
Um,
Damn.
It's all about the Sydney, about the Sydney. It's all about the Sydney, about the Sydney.
About Sydney. About Sydney and readings. We were talking about readings, and Kimmy did that reading, and she did very well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's how we ended up off topic. We were
Yep.
talking about the reading, and then I mentioned my stepmom, and then from there it went.
Yeah.
I don't know where it went from there.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
might have
remember.
could have got. It might have could have got more.
I'm not trying to cry. She's trying to make me cry, y'all.
Mhm.
I'm still here. That was her.
That wasn't creepy at all, Donna.
I know.
I was making it sound. I was trying to imitate her voice. I tried to imitate.
Then something about Texas that we ran into a ditch.
And you'll know if it's right or not, because you know the person. I don't. I know what I was gonna do too before that. I was gonna try to describe her. I don't know if I can now. So I'm not fully in it.
Mm.
Your dad's still alive?
Mm-hmm.
He's got. I don't know if it's her showing me, but he's got very strong Mexican features.
Mm-hmm.
Big guy.
Yeah. Well, sort of.
Not tall. Thick.
Oh, thick. I thought you said big.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but I should have worded it differently. I hate going sizes when they're not. Mm, maybe 5'7", 5'8". I don't know,
Probably.
but he's thick. The way
Daddy
she
got
showed me, huh?
Daddy got some cake.
He got what?
Cake.
Yeah, facial,
Mm-hmm.
dark haired,
Mm-hmm.
dark skin,
Sort of.
olive complected, not
Mm,
dark skin. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Olive complected, like Mexican
Yeah.
complected.
Yeah.
Okay. Very strong Mexican features.
Uh-huh.
Broad nose,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you showed me him. Show me you. I got a quick image. Head to the shoulder. God, why'd that go so fast? Why you show me so fast? Head to the shoulder, dark. She Mexican,
Yes.
but she's not dark skinned. But you can tell she's Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Not by her, she's not dark skinned, but by her features.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the strong features. And she had hair to about here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I got it in my sight now. Um, trying to bring out anything distinctive. Just the dark hair. Something with the front of her hair. Something with the front of her hair. Because she's turned sideways. Something with the front of her hair. I don't know if it's bangs or she pushes it to the side.
Mm-hmm.
She's showing, like you see little kids around. Her, your dad, and these kids are around. That's what she's showing me. She's like sitting. I think your dad's like on the couch, but she's sitting on the couch armrest. You know, the arm?
Mm-hmm.
She's sitting on the arm. And there's kids. I don't know how many,
No, she's
but I know there's kids. She's on the arm. He's there. That's what she's showing me. That's gotta be you. Because why would she show me this? She's got like closer. Like a floral print or something shirt on.
Hmm.
Your dad is got I don't know if it's pale yellow. Might be pale yellow with tan stripes in it. Something like that. It's like far away. I'm trying to pull it in. And tan, which we call khaki, but they're tan slacks, is what he's got on.
Hmm. Well, I know that they got married like in like a secret like marriage or something. Like we didn't even know they had gotten married.
wow.
Hmm.
Do you have a brother?
I have two.
This is you and your two brothers then. Like, I don't know. It's like she's there,
Unless
he's there, and you guys are right there. Yeah,
unless she's showing you that time that we all went over there.
it's in the it's in the house.
We went and it was me and my partner, our son, my brother, his wife, their son, my other brother, his wife, their two daughters, and their son.
Mhm.
Oh,
We used to always take trips over there.
okay. Maybe that's the kids I'm
Aw.
seeing.
Mhm. Hey, Jeremy.
I know there's people off to the side, but I can't see who. I just see kids. I don't know why it's so far away. I'm trying to. I asked her to bring it in, but it's obviously a scene that she wants me to see from back because your father's still alive.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? That she's trying to show me from before she passed. I don't know what it is.
That's my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Is that her?
That's my sister.
Okay.
I'll show you a picture of her.
Something with bangs or something in the front. Like what? Did she part her hair on the side or something? That's her?
Mm-hmm. There's
So
another.
why did she was staying in the distance. There's the bangs. She's much younger. No?
I think she's older than my dad.
Is she?
I think so.
I don't know what she was trying to show me.
That's another picture of how she would wear her hair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what I was trying to figure out. The bangs. Something.
Mm.
But it was like, like if, like, say I'm here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking down. Like I'm looking down
Yeah.
at this scene that I'm trying to look at. I don't know why it wouldn't pull forward. I'm looking down at this scene.
This is my grandpa.
Aw.
Oh, I asked you not to show me that.
Sorry.
That's the one from Abby, right? Mm-hmm. I asked you not to show me that. Too late. I already know.
That's who I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Aw.
Yeah.
I sometimes think that like I'm able to do what I can do because of him. Because one of
Mm-hmm.
the things he could do is he knew when all of the girls in the family were pregnant before we even knew it.
Oh, he's the one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like he could look at us and tell us if we were pregnant or not before we even knew it.
Mm.
And I remember I asked him one time, and he had told me that I was never going to get pregnant, that I wasn't going to be able to keep it.
Mm.
I had Abby, and then that happened. And then I had Daniel, so I was like, shoot, like
And
I would.
Daniel was hard, you said, right? With the
Mhm.
pregnancy? So he
Yeah.
was a miracle baby.
That's what my mom says too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I said that, but he's a miracle baby.
That's what my mom calls him.
I don't know why I said that. Don't know. You know, certain things when you talk to psychics and psychic mediums, when you watch the way they talk, somebody else taught me this. I think I told you about it, Kimmy, right? You watch the way they talk. Sometimes they don't mean to say things like what on the investigation or anything, but like say investigation or something like that. you say something like, I don't know how, I'm trying to think of an example. Um, like say somebody's around, all right,
Mhm.
and automatically you blurt out, he's around,
Yeah.
and not thinking, what I just say, he, get me?
Yeah.
So when you listen to psychic mediums, you, it's like you blurt out things, but you got to listen because, yeah, you know somebody's around, but when you say he's around, she's around without thinking, it's true though. Like it is a he, it is a she. You get what I'm trying to,
Hmm.
I don't know how I'm trying to explain it, but sometimes we say things without thinking, but it's true.
Hmm.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like throw up out of your mouth.
Word vomit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I call it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Word vomit.
Yep. Yep. But it's always true. It's always true when it happens. That's why I always tell Kimmy, don't second guess, don't hold back. Whatever comes, say it. I don't care how stupid you think it is, don't second guess. Say
Word vomit. Just kidding.
it.
I
Because
like
that's what's good. Your abilities is like a muscle. And the more you use it, the more stronger it's gonna get.
my other muscles in my body suck, so it wouldn't be surprising.
Girl, mine too.
No, it's true, right? Sid?
Yeah.
Your abilities like a muscle. The more you use it,
The better
the
you get.
stronger you're gonna get. And do not ever second guess.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you get, I don't care how stupid it sounds. Say it. That's how you're gonna learn. Because I used to second guess myself at the beginning a lot. A lot.
I have a friend who I had her do a reading of this gentleman that I showed you a picture of just now. And I was like, she was like, test me. Like, ask me something that only he would know. And I was like, okay. My grandpa had a nickname for me. What was it? And she told me. And I was like, holy shit. Because it's not a nickname that you would think a grandpa would give their granddaughter. And growing up, I thought he would say it because he didn't like me. And I thought he said it because he was being ugly and he was being mean. But as I got older, I was like, that's just our little connection. Like, that's just who I am. And I know he never meant it in a wrong way. Because, you know, you can hear people's tones and the way they say things. And every time he called me this, he would like say it with like a very stern face, like if he meant it. But then he'd laugh about it. And we'd make jokes. And to his deathbed, he would call me that. Except for the very last conversation we had. My grandpa couldn't speak a lick of English at all. But the very, very last conversation we had, he asked me in clear, perfect English why hadn't I called him and if I was going to go down and see him for Christmas. Because I used to call him and my grandma every single day because he was staying with my aunt. And I went a whole week without calling him because I had gotten sick. And then I got depressed. So I just didn't want to talk to nobody. And then finally I called him. And he was like, why haven't you called me? And I was like, I was busy with work. He was like, when are you going to come see me? And I said, I'm going to go see you during Christmas. And then he goes, well, come on down. And Christmas came and I didn't go because I didn't feel like going anywhere. And then we get the call that he's really sick. So we're driving, and then like we weren't even 5 minutes away from my aunt's house when we got the call that he passed away.
That
So
name start with an M?
my mom's name starts with an M.
No, the nickname.
No,
All right. Your mother's name starts with an M?
mm-hmm. Just say it. Say whatever you feel like you need to say.
Is it a dirty bird?
No, I mean
I
no.
don't know Spanish, so I wouldn't know if it's a dirty bird or not. Right?
M-A?
My mom no.
B-R?
There is an A in her name though.
Bird. Bird.
It's M something something. M something 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 A. That's my mom's name. And it's his daughter. What are you hearing, Kimmy?
Okay,
Talking about something.
I was gonna say, did it start with a B?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of anyone else. Because he had nicknames for all of us.
Hmm.
I'm asking your daughter. See if she knows.
It doesn't start with the P.
Doesn't help. I'm so drained after the 2 days.
Oh, I know they were crazy days. So it's not a bad word. I can tell you that much.
Mm-mm.
But it's also a nickname that you, like I said, you wouldn't expect your grandpa to say about their granddaughter.
Oh.
I wonder if this is hard because y'all are both trying to chime in. Y'all are both trying to tune into him.
I'm drained.
What are you doing? The nickname, or are you doing her mom's name?
Dot
I
is
mean,
up anything.
2 days. I'm drained as shit.
Okay, tell me anything about him. Kimmy.
About who? Oh.
About your grandpa?
Mm-hmm.
Hard worker.
Mm-hmm.
I heard jack of all trades. He did a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing desert. Why am I seeing the desert?
You could just be seeing all the sand.
Yeah.
Where they live.
Okay. Mexico.
Oh, well,
No?
yeah. I believe his family was from some part of Mexico.
Did he work in the fields?
Mm-hmm.
Oil.
Well,
In the fields.
he did work in the field.
Yeah, I see fields. What else would you do in fields?
In a big brown car.
Mm-hmm.
Big brown car.
I heard tracked with an ED. He tracked something.
I guess you could say he did.
I heard a man's voice say it. I tracked.
So he was always sitting outside during like the weather, when the weather would get really bad. He would sit outside and like watch for tornadoes, and he tracked the weather. Like that was his thing.
So you just told me. I tracked. I heard him say it. I tracked.
When it was raining really bad outside, or there was like tornado warnings or whatever, my grandpa was always outside smoking his cigarette, looking at the weather.
Aww.
Thank you, Sydney's grandpa. You told me. Thank you so much. Because he's the one. I could see the fields. I could see, it's very dry, the sand and everything. And then I'm thinking, like, what would you do in the desert? And I'm thinking, what would you do out in the fields? And I hear him. Not even quiet, too. I heard, I tracked.
He would track him from his house, but the field is he used to work in the cotton field.
I heard cotton.
And the sand,
He wouldn't do cotton there.
He lives in a little town near Lubbock in Odessa. And if you know Anthony, his car's always covered in dirt and sand.
Wow.
Now, I second guess myself because I got cotton. And I'm like,
Yep, he worked.
not in Texas.
Practice what you preach, girlfriend.
So the nickname he had for me growing up
Okay.
was Fea. English
Was
translation
that
means ugly.
Oh no.
Yep.
I did get that.
He used,
I
to say,
did get that.
he used to say that I
There
was
again, I second guessed.
ugly.
I did get that. Again, I second guessed because I'm like, there's no way. No way. No way.
So do you always like kind of mean that in an opposite way, like
I think so. I
like
think
opposite kind of?
I think so because I look all like my dad, and he and my dad didn't really get along sometimes. So I'm guessing that's why he would call me ugly. But that was his nickname for me.
I got cotton and I got the ugly. And I'm like, there's no way he would call her that. That is
I
very
told
not
you
It
nice.
wasn't
I
your
told you.
looks. You would tell him like it was. You would talk to him like I'll show you kind of.
Cotton? I kept
So
It
it's
was
funny.
when
more
I
your
got cotton,
mannerisms
Right.
than
when I got cotton though, I was like, in Texas?
Yeah,
I see that down south.
we grow it up in Lubbock. There's a lot of cotton going towards Lubbock.
wow. I didn't know
That's
that.
why I was like, no
There's
way,
so
no
much
way, no way.
cotton that in the little town where they lived, they had this festival called the Cotton Fest.
And you said, just say it, just say it. Man, I should have just said it.
But yeah,
Mm.
he didn't
But
like
then I said it. I heard him. I tracked.
Mhm.
So I got the second one.
But yeah, he didn't like that I was very blunt and stern with everything I said. So he
Mm.
smoked cigarettes until the day he died. And when I got old enough to buy cigarettes, he would send me to the store to buy him his cigarettes. And I would tell him, I'm not going to buy you cigarettes. And he used to tell me, are you paying for it? And I'm like, no. He goes, okay, then shut up. He used to tell me that. And so I'd have to go buy grandpa his cigarettes because he asked for them.
Oh my God. I got that. But I'm like, there's no way he would call her
Yeah.
that.
He would call me
No
ugly.
way.
I was his
And
little
then the cotton, I'm like, there's no way. That's down south. That's a southern thing. And I'm like, and I don't think cotton would grow in sand.
Oh, you'd be surprised how much cotton is out there in Lubbock in West Texas. It is.
Wow.
So I'm going to eat my words, Kimmy. Sorry. 2. That was 2, not 1. 2. I never thought he would say that to you, though.
Mhm.
Like, to me, mm-mm.
I said it was a nickname that you wouldn't ever think a grandpa would tell their granddaughter.
I thought, like, not like that. Because I did get that. But I was like, no, I'm not saying that.
Yep, I was his little feita.
And then cotton, I'm like, that's sand.
crazy.
There's no cotton going in sand. That's a southern
Let me
thing.
see if I can pull it up on the maps and then like do like the satellite
But
views.
then he told me I tracked, and I heard that out of him. I tracked. Now, how would I get that? That had to come out of his mouth.
Wow.
That's 2 things right in a row. I second guess 2. Well, I didn't think that name. Mm-mm. No, I wasn't saying that name. I would never think that. I know she said you would never think, but I thought it was something totally different. You know, like an adult name or something like that. I don't know. I didn't think that. So when I heard it, I was like, no, I'm not saying that.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would have never.
Eat your own words, Donna. God.
So like,
I got the cotton. Cotton and sand?
so there's the fields,
Yeah, that's what I saw.
and
Wow.
then
Exactly what I saw. Big, big field. But sand.
I want to see if I can find any cotton. If I can show you.
That's like Louisiana, Georgia. That's a southern,
Well, Louisiana
southern
is
thing.
mostly sugar cane.
Yeah, but cotton, you think dirt, not
Where
sand. What grows in sand?
did you
I'm
come from?
saying,
Where did you go? Where did you come
what do
from?
you plant? Would you get sand and put a plant in sand?
Well,
I never in a
obviously
million
not.
years. Exactly.
Yeah, maybe
That's
farm
why
on
I never
farmernote.com.
that's why when I heard cotton, I'm like, not in sand. I wouldn't take sand and put a plant in sand. I would never think it would grow. But I did hear him say he trekked. He was a trekker. And
in his tracksuit.
I did hear you say cotton, so I give you that. And I messed up. Sorry. And I heard the other word too. And you know who told me?
I'm in trouble.
You know who told me?
My grandma,
Abby.
Abby, told me.
Mm-hmm.
How would
I
she
told you
know?
I was asking Abby.
Yeah.
I was going to ask Abby.
Sounds about right. That girl will tell you everything.
Well, she knows everything.
She does.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said, I'm going to ask Abby. Because I got the relationship with her now.
Mm-hmm.
She said it, but I'm like, So I believe you, Abby. I believe you. Mom just said it. Sorry, sweetie.
She's funny. Oh, okay, cool. Getting some.
So I said, don't ever show me pictures of your grandparents. And you did.
I'm
It's
sorry.
like, why'd you do that? But she's happy.
I'm glad she's being taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
It means that Pete did go in a den alone.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Pete,
So he left his daughter in
Anthony,
the car.
He said,
he said it in the comments or he messaged you?
messaged. He said he went down to the burnt offering that he found yesterday, and there were candles now. I'm going tomorrow night to get them.
Well, in the den?
Yeah, apparently somebody's been there since he was. I guess when they went. Yes, yeah, it was
Oh,
yesterday, wasn't it?
they found them last night?
Yeah, I guess so. I said, oh shit, so someone's been there since y'all were last there.
Oh, he found them tonight and they weren't there last night?
I don't know. We went down to the he went down to the burnt offering I found, and there were candles now. So he found
okay, so offering, and now there's candles added to it.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Where is that? Did he say?
The den.
No, I mean, what area of the den?
I don't know.
Hmm. Text them. Ask them, like, is it where the graffiti is, or was it down more where those stones were
He hasn't
going
answered my
down?
last one.
Hmm. I wonder if it's down more. You know where they went down more, and those big stones were there. Remember towards the mines? Wonder if it's down there.
Hmm.
I don't know. Some showing me that towards the mines, but then I keep seeing the graffiti at the same time.
There was graffiti going down towards where the actual Devil's Den is.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. Do you think it's new people or the same?
New.
New?
Hmm.
How come those Spencer didn't get them?
Honestly, I don't think he's there anymore.
Oh, because it's
Yeah.
showing. It looks like Pete's back in his car on the live.
Hmm. Yeah, because if people are down there doing that, you think Spencer would have walked up on them. You know, new people. If Spencer was still there, where did Spencer go, you think? I don't know if Spencer left.
Are we even sure Spencer was like a real person?
I don't think he was real. No. I think he was shapeshifter. The way he went down on his fours,
That
and he
was
kept the way he kept kneeling in certain places, and then went down on his fours and took off. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm
What are you
playing
doing?
around. I'm playing around with Google Maps
Mm-hmm.
messing around, and I was looking for my grandparents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why Google Maps took me to the first spot where I ever saw my first shadow apparition.
What?
Hmm.
So, what
Whoa.
did you want me to ask Anthony?
Is it where the graffiti area is, or is it down where Spencer was taking them towards the mines where those stones were?
By where the graffiti is?
Yeah, is it near the graffiti
Graffiti.
area,
Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay.
or down going towards the mines where those big stones were? Down deeper. That was your first apparition?
That house right there,
Ooh,
Mm.
in
wow.
this bedroom right here.
The closet?
That
No,
and
she was. I don't
that's a
know.
big room.
I don't know if she was floating or standing or.
That looks like a big bedroom.
It was big.
Wow. And that's where your grandparents lived, or where you
But
lived?
this is
or...
where my aunt lived.
Mm.
Holy shit.
Look at that picture. Let me see it again.
Hold on.
Because I see something in that picture.
Hold on.
I don't know if it's just a picture or if I'm seeing something. And you're looking at the house. Right to the left of the door.
Brick house? Something about a brick house?
Oh, it's not the the door. Oh, wait a minute. Ew. Yeah, that house ain't too. That house has still got vibes to it. It looks empty now, though.
Yeah.
No?
He said about the graffiti.
Oh, by the graffiti? Oh, so there's two places where the graffiti is, and it looks almost like two garage ports where those graffiti is. There's like two places. There's a wall in two places. Remember?
Yeah.
So that's where it was done. What he's talking about. That's before you get all the way down into the woods where Spencer took him.
Like where
And
you saw the
that's
girl
where-
up top. I saw the
Yes,
girl up top. Right?
absolutely. I saw the dark-haired girl on top of that stone. Yeah. Yep. And then not far from it, like here's the graffiti, like say it's right here. To the right of it, I saw them chase that blonde. Going this way. Oh, like a little hill. I saw him chase the blonde girl. Yeah,
That's crazy.
but they got her. They got her though.
That whole place is crazy.
Yeah.
The vibes in that place is just.
I was getting so many people. I was trying to separate.
Are we gonna be on for a couple
That's-
more minutes? I was gonna run.
That's
into-
when.
You
Yeah,
can
go ahead.
Okay.
I was getting so many people. That's why. Remember, I said it's a dumping zone.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a dumping site or something. I said.
Yep.
I was trying to separate, and I got the girls. Then all of a sudden, those teenage boys step forward. Remember? But I said they're not teenage boys. Well, they are, but they're very young teenage boys.
Yep.
And they passed in there. But that place is full. Like, it is a dumping zone, which is sad. I mean, so many need to be crossed over.
Oh yeah.
So many.
But it's hard to even get in there when whatever's there is like
Yeah,
attacking you.
exactly. I would love to be there and me and you go and cross little by little over
Mm-hmm. That would be nice.
without being attacked, Like those two boys that stepped forward and those girls.
Yeah.
So many stuck there. So many.
It's not just
It's
the older
just-
ones, it's the ones that these stupid sick people are taking there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot more there that people don't even know about.
Oh, yeah. I said that, remember?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a dumping zone. It's not just rituals. It's a dumping zone where people are killing and bringing them there.
Yep. Because nobody
And
wants
just-
to go over there.
Exactly. And just dumping them there. Like they kill them somewhere else and bring them there or pick them up, rape them, and dump them there.
Yep.
Like it's just not a ritual killing place. They're using that place because of what it's already named. That's, yeah. Because when I was channeling, I was just seeing, I was trying to separate.
And it's hard because there's so many souls there.
too many. And the ones that were coming forward, that's what I was saying.
And then it's like I was telling one of the girls yesterday, because she kept getting sick when we were there. I said, you have to separate your feelings from theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, it's just going to keep getting at you and getting at you and getting at you. And then I told her, you need to ground yourself because you're coming in here fresh. You're coming in here open. You're going to feel everyone's emotion. You're going to feel everyone's hurt.
Yep.
And then whatever's feeding off all those emotions and all the souls, it's going to come back and it's going to get you. And sure enough, she started getting sick. She started dry heaving. She started getting nauseous. She started throwing up. Like, if you go watch the live, you can actually hear her in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Awful.
Oh, we heard her. We heard her.
Oh.
And we heard you with her.
I was like, honey, you have to ground yourself. You have to do it.
Yeah, we hear you talking to her, telling her, ground, put the light around you. We heard everything.
Mhm. I feel so awful for her.
But she should have said something. Like, you know, I don't know if I'm protected. Like,
Well, that's
she
why
would've helped
after a
her.
while, I was like, let's go back out. Let's leave because it's becoming too intense, too much.
Right, it's kind of too late now to teach her that.
Yeah.
She should have said something at the beginning to Sydney.
Right,
Yeah.
like
Right at the beginning.
what is that? What do you mean?
You know, I'm not sure how to protect myself. Can you help me? Way at the beginning when she first got there.
Yeah, but I walked out quick because not only her, but I had to protect Samantha, who's Pete Cardoza's daughter, because she's new to her gifts too. And I'm still working with her and I'm still training her on how to do things. Like she knows how to pull in her white light now and she knows how to set up her barrier and her walls, but there's still so much more that I want to show her and I want to teach her.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it all at once because that's going to be too much for her. It's going to be overpowering. So it's baby steps, you know?
Oh, yeah, when she learns all this shit, oh my gosh, she's going to be freaking
She's going to be good. I'm sorry to say, but I think
Mhm.
she's going to be even stronger than her dad.
She didn't really like, I was like, probably that when
Well-
that hotel y'all were in.
Oh, yeah. I was watching her taking off on her own, and yeah. I was like, Pete, let it go. Now, does Pete's wife have gifts too?
I think so, but she's not as into it as Pete and Sam are.
Tries to shut it off. But she goes everywhere and sits in the car all by herself.
Yep.
She was there all last night too, right?
No, she wasn't there last
Oh,
night.
she didn't. Oh.
No.
Oh.
But when we
I wasn't sure.
when we did the cemetery, she was there.
Okay. All right. That's where I saw her at the cemetery. Okay.
Actually, that's when they had the wreck on the way home.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's crazy. He's getting a lot of bad luck. Like just recent with his job, his truck, now the rent-a-car. What are they gonna say? And it's not his fault.
It makes you want to make him a really good luck Riri bag.
I mean, he got the license plate. and there was 3 of them in the car. 'Cause I remember him saying his wife. There was 3 of them. His wife, Sam, and him. And the wife said how the truck was backing up. That Pete was stopped, and the truck was backing up and hit him. And then he tooted his horn and took off. That was nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Toot your horn, know you hit him, and took off.
Yep.
He knew he hit him. Why would you toot your horn and then take off?
Toot, toot.
Toot toot.
So let us know when you're ready to get off, Sydney.
It's y'all's show. I'm just here for the ride.
Oh, we're just here for fun. Having fun.
You work tomorrow, or
I mean-
you off tomorrow?
No, I
Yeah.
work tomorrow.
What time you gotta go in?
12.
Mm.
Well, I hate those shifts.
I know, they're the worst.
They run your
12
morning,
to what?
your evening.
12 or wait, you know what? Is it 12? Hold on, I don't even know.
Oh boy.
Oh wait, I don't go in at 12. I lied. Haha. I go in at 6 o'clock in the morning. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
What?
I'm kidding. I go in at 2:30.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh.
But then that means I get out at 11.
Oh, that's not good.
No, 2:30 to 11. But I'm off Monday.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cooking Scotland Monday.
What do you get? 1 day a week off?
2 days. So
What
like
days?
this week it changes. So like this past week I was off Thursday and Friday. Next week I'll be off Monday and Wednesday. The following week I'll be off Wednesday and
Sucky
Saturday.
days.
Yeah.
Monday and Wednesday? That's sucky days.
And then the following week it's Wednesday and Saturday.
Wow.
Oh, Saturday's not bad.
No. And then the following week I'm off the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Because I'll be heading up to Midland, Texas.
Oh, okay.
oh, wow.
Yeah, I still have family over there. So one of my cousin's daughters having her quinceañera.
Aw.
So we're going to be heading up there for that.
Oh, I remember you saying that. Somebody's quinceañera.
My friends
Yeah.
work in the old fields out there in Midland.
Oil fields are crazy out there.
There's
See, that's what I was
rock.
thinking when I kept seeing that field.
Uh-huh.
That's what I was thinking with your grandpa. And I
No,
kept
he
seeing
used-
the field.
He used to pick cotton.
Yeah,
And he
I
used to
picked
sell,
that up. But
he
then
used
I'm
to sell
seeing sand.
fruit. Also, on the side of the road, he used to sell fruit.
Yeah, what threw me
Aw.
off though was the sand. I'm like, cotton can't grow in sand. It needs dirt. That's what threw me off.
And then my grandpa's house is haunted AF. But it's
Really?
kinda, yeah,
Oh,
it's
wow.
kind of his fault.
Wow.
They used to live like in a 1-bedroom small itty bitty house, and
Mhm.
he was helping this farmer like break down his house, and there's some really good wood out of the house, and so my grandpa
Oh.
asked him if he could have it,
Ew.
and the guy was like, yeah, sure. And some of that wood was like, so the house was right next to the cemetery.
Oh boy.
And so my grandpa took that wood to his house and built on. And
Oh,
so it got haunted. And
it was
he would
in the
see
wood.
things and hear things. And he had
Never
this
did
big-
before till he did that.
Yeah. And then he had
Hmm.
they had this one giant window in their dining room. I freaking
Mhm.
hated walking to the kitchen at night because you'd walk right by that window. And my grandpa used to tell us stories about the people who were outside that would watch us.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
That would
So I
freak
was like,
me out.
I would run across the freaking house at nighttime because I didn't want to see what was outside that window.
Aw.
That would freak me out. Was it a big picture window?
Yep.
I'm already looking at this house. No, Donna, get out.
Get out. Yeah, no, dude, get out. My grandpa's house is crazy.
Get out, get out, get out. God damn it. Why does this happen, Sid?
Because you're really gifted and you
I
can
keep
tap in
getting
really
pulled to
easy.
these. Yeah, too easy.
Yep. That's why I learned to shut mine off. I shut mine off so that way I don't feel anything or hear anything or see anything until I'm ready for it.
Mm.
It took me a long time to shut mine off though.
And Donna's tried a couple times. She ain't succeeded yet.
I can tell.
She's even like, I'm closed. I'm closed. When I wake up,
Big neon sign. I'm closed.
But see, I had to learn how to turn mine off because I didn't want to deal with all that and my tumor at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
It was too much for me. So I was like, you know what? We're going to have to learn how to shut this baby down. Factory out of business.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that while it's like good and all to be able to shut it off, it's kind of like one of those old school machines that takes a long time to turn on. So when I need it to work, it takes a while for me to warm up and be able to feel things.
Mm.
Yeah, I
So
can't
that's
just
what
like.
you meant by the other day about you lost your connection to your spirit guides.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I'm starting to get them all back except for this one, and he kind of reminds me of the voodoo priest from the American Horror Story Coven episode, where they meet Marie Laveau, and then Marie Laveau introduces them to Papa Lekwa. Kind of what it looks like. And I can see him off in the distance, and he has like a voodoo priest, like he looks like a voodoo priest. And I can see him off in the distance. And he's just like shaking his head, like, nope, you can't see me. You're not going to get to me, not today.
Oh, wow.
See, I was told I got 5 guides on my mom's side, 5 guides on the other side. Good.
I don't know how many guides I have. Like,
I only know
I see them, but
of a few.
like I see them, but I don't know them by names. He's the only one that I can see, like perfectly. Oh shit!
Oh, dang.
Here we go again, talking about it. Talking about my guides. Here we go. Soaring Eagle. Are you here? Charlie. You're messing with the cameras.
Maybe they
They
can
don't see
figure out who
mine, and I
mine
don't
are.
hear mine either. I don't know.
I don't know. They like mine like messing with the cameras, especially Charlie.
I want to figure out how many I have and what their names are.
I want to figure out mine, all their names. I mean, I know Soren, he's strong. He's a strong one.
Mhm.
He's the ones I know is Native American. They're all Native American.
See, I don't know what mine are. Like, I don't know who these people are. I just know that I have a lot of them. And I know that they're always helping me. Because every single psychic I've ever met say that I have someone here with me. When my mom does the egg cleanse on me, because my mom does egg cleanses.
Soren Eagle right there, Kimmy.
Yes.
Yep. Hmm.
It's pretty bad. I can see her spirit guide, but I don't even see my own.
You know
That's
what's
crazy.
crazy? One time we were on, remember I told you the situation? We got in a bad situation, we let somebody on.
Yeah.
And I was cleansing to remove what was pulling me, right?
Mhm.
And it was pulling me, trying to pull me hard. And I was like, no. So I put the Palo Santo right in the candle and torched it. And I was just going. And I said, you know, go back where you came from. And she's like, don't send it back here. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to send it? Yeah, it's going back. So as I'm doing it, right? Huh?
That's why she shouldn't have tried to send stuff.
Exactly. So as I'm doing it and everything, I wanted to make sure it was clear before we closed out,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So as I'm doing it, I heard Soaring Eagle say, close out, but I wanted to make sure what I was doing, that everything was clear. Now, I
Right.
should have listened to him. He said close out. He would know it was clear. So
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure. He was right here, came right to Kimmy and said, shut the F down now.
Oh shit.
Right to Kimmy. Kimmy's face was red like a tomato. She's going like this, sweating like on fire. And like, Kimmy, it has nothing to do with you, hon. It's him. You're feeling him, but you know, because the ill intent
Yeah.
and saying for us to close down, it was nothing to do with her. But my guide went and faced Kimmy and said to Kimmy, close down now. Because I was too busy with the Palo
Yeah, she
Santo.
said, get the fuck out.
Hmm?
Remember, it was get the fuck out.
Oh, yeah, get the F out now.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. He looked at Kimmy and said, get the F out now.
Wow.
So we did. And the person was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I was like, Kimmy, because I don't have the button. I would have got her right there. Off, out. And then Kimmy's face was so red and she's going like this. And I'm like, Kim, it's not you. It's him because of her ill intent. And I started telling her how that place was pulling me and she had ill intent. Like she said she wanted to talk to me about some mountain. And she was saying it was near Springfield and all this, and I know we're live, but whatever. There is no mountain near Springfield. It's the opposite way. New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. That's where all the mountains are. But that's why he was angry. And she felt his anger.
That's
She was
crazy.
so red and going like that. But it was good though that my guy showed Kimmy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't
Because he
usually
knew.
do that.
Yeah. That, and he was also probably trying to get to you, but he couldn't make that connection. So he said, let me
No,
go.
I heard him. Well, I did hear him, but I was trying to make sure everything was clear before we
Well, that's what
shut
I'm saying.
down.
He probably
Yeah.
wanted to go to someone to help validate that, hey, you know what? It's time to end it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah,
He was like, damn,
which
she
was
got the
good.
button. She needs to hit it. Go.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out.
yep. Yeah, because I didn't have the button, but I was over there with the Palo Santo, and I did hear shut down, but I just wanted to make sure send it back where it came from. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's when he went to Kimmy and said what she said.
That's crazy.
Well, it's
And
weird.
then we
Too.
shut
Like,
it
I
down.
only see like when I see whatever I'm seeing, it's always
But then
like
she's
energy. It's like a predator. You know, like you remember watching the movie Predator,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
and they're clear and they're kind of liquidy looking, and sometimes they're a little sparkly. And then,
energy. She sees energy.
and then every once in a while, I'll see like a ghost, like the lady with the white dress on that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
But very rarely, like I usually just see like the predator, you know, the energy part of it.
mm-hmm.
So does everybody see them that way, or does it matter? Like, does everybody have it like a different way of
At the
seeing?
beginning, you see it like you. Energy. And then slowly, you'll see apparition.
Yeah.
Or in between, you'll see in between. And then you'll see apparition.
Mm-hmm. And then
But,
like Donna actually sees people and like stuff like that. I see them too, but how I see it is I see it in pictures.
Oh.
So mine's like a scrapbook. Like the spirits will show me, like if you and them picked flowers, I would see flowers first, and then I would see their name, and then I would see what they're wearing, and then I would start to be able to see what they look like, what color hair they're wearing, how tall they are, and stuff like that.
Oh.
wow,
It's crazy.
when I saw that little girl, it was crazy.
So when you're out in the field, like investigating, and you see something, you don't see the unless it's apparition, of course, but
It's
like you're picking up something. It's in images that you're saying, like
Yeah.
scrapbook? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's very rare that I'll actually see it while it's there. So like the last time and one of the few times was when I went into the forest with Anthony. We went to this part where we saw what looked like used to be a cave. And in that instant, I don't know if it was because I am connected to them or because of my Native American ancestry or what, but I could see the Native American woman there. One was sitting down with the baby on her lap. The other one was making pottery. There's little kids, Native American kids running around. There was a fire. I could feel the warmth. And then above us on the ledge, I could see their husbands kind of watching over.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yeah, it was crazy because I was seeing so many apparitions and
So you're
the
kind of
monk
like
and
time jumping,
everything.
like seeing what was going on in that
Mhm.
time. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think they show who they want to show. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like when we were in the
I don't think
cemetery.
everyone can. Yeah, you could probably channel into the forest, but I think the forest will show you what it wants you to see. You're not
Yeah,
actually seeing
because,
the exact thing.
well, this is the crazy part. And I don't think anybody's getting what I'm saying, right? When you guys were in the forest and you had that picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even see what I was circling because I kept getting these circles all over and they were like fluorescent green and they were popping all over the picture.
Mm-hmm.
And it was showing me all Native Americans on the ground, in the trees, everywhere. If I kept circling, that whole picture would have been done.
Hey, did Brian say
Yep.
wow?
Haven't seen him
No,
say
like out loud.
nuh-uh.
Dude, I kid you not, just now as Donna was speaking, you hear somebody, it sounds like a male's voice, and they said, wow.
I don't
Mm.
think it was
Kid
me.
you not. No, it
It
didn't
wasn't
sound like
you.
it sounded like a man.
You didn't. No, it was a man. She said,
Oh, wow.
"Wow,
Did you say wow?
Huh?
You
no,
didn't say wow? No, he was asleep.
That's crazy.
And that's when I was talking about the pictures
I'm not there.
Yeah.
going all around. It was like fluorescent green, like it was a regular picture when I first looked at it. Then when I really looked at it, all of a sudden these it was like round like this, like maybe this, and they just started jumping all over the picture. Like I was telling Anthony, and Anthony said dots. No, it wasn't. A dot is a dot. It was circles, and they kept going all over the picture, jumping all around, and it was showing me up in the trees and on the ground, all over the place. If I sat there and circled everything, man, I don't know what that was about.
And that was Pete's picture, wasn't it? The one he took in his night vision camera.
Yeah, in the forest that Sydney saw or something. Yeah. And I didn't realize I circled on top of Sydney's, what she circled, because the way the circles kept doing that to me. I didn't realize that I circled on top of hers. And then one of hers to the left that she circled. Remember the two that you circled, Sid?
Mm-hmm.
The one to the left, the Native American, there was a woman right on the side of him. It was just nuts. I don't know. It was crazy. And I kept asking Anthony, why when I look at these pictures are these round circles, but he kept thinking I meant dots. A dot to me is like a dot of a pen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, it was circles, good size circles, like a $50 size. Yeah, I would say $50 size. And they was just jumping all over that picture. I didn't do that. They were jumping all over the picture. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with this picture? And it was making me googly eyed. Like, because it was drawing my eyes the way it was doing it. And I didn't realize I circled over yours. And I was like, oh shit. Because the way it was doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if it was because I jumped in. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
We've been smoking a little.
I know.
Kidding.
I know they say that you said they only show who they want to show. And I was seeing all Native Americans in that picture. And it was jumping around. The circles that were jumping around were showing me the Native Americans in the picture. They were hiding in the trees and everything. That's what I didn't get. Nobody gave me an answer on it. So I was like, what the frick is happening? Just like in the cemetery. Nobody saw what I saw on that stone. That one right under the doll that was gray. And I saw the Native American, a woman, a baby, and there was more underneath with like war paint. It was like red war paint and round around their eyes like raccoons, how they do it. And there was a lot of them. And then that deep voice said my name in the box. And you asked, are you the Native American that Donna saw? And he said, yeah. I don't know. I mean, you got Native American in you. Why didn't they show you? I don't get it. I don't know. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
I know.
He's like, I don't know.
Bueno, muchachas.
I'm just seeing so many full apparitions going on these investigations that I noticed lately more than ever
Yeah.
that I've noticed. Yeah. I mean, full, not see through, not energy, full. Because they went from energy to see through, now full.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. I don't know. What did you just say in Mexican or Spanish?
I said, okay, ladies.
Oh, okay. All right, you ready to end this?
If you lost,
Love yas.
love you
Love
too.
you.
Good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody. You want to come on and say good night?
Yes. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in to our
Thank
random
you for
rant.
tuning in. Yep. No, it was actually pretty good all at the beginning. Then we switched
And
it
it's Brian.
over.
Derailed, and then we got back on the tracks.
It was derailed, but it was good all at the beginning.
Yeah.
Love having you on our show. It's good.
Anytime.
It's fun. It's fun when we have you on. Because we never know what we're going to talk about.
Went from me to paranormal investigating to farmers only to dad jokes, back to me, back to random.
Readings.
So it's fun.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I didn't know cotton was in sand. So I learned something new. Like, I'm really upset with that. I second guessed myself.
Mhm.
Because I heard it. But I was like, not in sand. You put sand in a pot, or yeah, and you try to grow a plant. No plant is going to grow in there.
It's a
That's why I didn't say it.
dirt and sand and grossness out there.
And then the ugly.
That's my grandpa for you.
I wasn't saying that.
Mhm.
So that's two on me.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one I second guessed. The second one I just wasn't saying. So
Night.
anyway, good night, everybody. Mwah.
Bye.
See y'all Monday. Cooking with Scotland, Miss Liz Mill. But we'll
Yep.
see y'all then.
And shout out Sydney's podcast.
Oh yeah, you'll be live Tuesday, right?
I'm going to be live Tuesday. We're going to interview Mr. Resnick.
Resnick, we had him. He is a wicked nice guy.
Mm,
He's a wicked nice guy.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
wicked.
Yeah.
Texas Brave
Sorry, it's a city thing. Huh?
I said Texas Wraith Huntresses, the Huntress Realm. Tune in. It's gonna be great.
Yep,
Mhm.
exactly.
I'll be watching.
Yay!
All right.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Good night from Echoes in the Wind.